Another normal day. Well, not normal per se, but regular day in Marigold. And outside of it. Here. Oh, hi.
Hello.
You got new clothes. Um,
Yeah, I did.
okay. Yeah. Okay. That's. You look
They're the
good.
clothes from back, well, as close as I remember from them being back from the rebellion. So, memories.
Yeah, so I guess you remember even more now. Huh.
I mean, I also remember more above when Asher killed me. So,
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it might have
it was
debated
such a
telling
dumb
you.
reason also.
Well,
Asher killed me for such a dumb reason. That
to,
was,
to be fair, yeah, it was a dumb reason, and he totally did overreact.
I could have done worse, to be honest. I should have done worse.
Well, every single one of us could have done worse. It's just. I don't know, it's not the answer. Well, it might be the answer now, considering everything, but back then it would just create more chaos, I guess. Well, at least he did actually feel sorry when, well, he came to apologize to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if people start thinking that you remember it a lot more just because of the way you're dressed, don't be surprised.
What?
Um,
What? what wait, why would it be from the way I'm dressed? This
like
is just
the
close from the
clothes.
rebellion.
Yeah, but the clothes you were wearing when you first came to Marigold and met a lot of these people were very similar to this one.
Why would I wear clothes similar to the rebellion?
That's for you to remember, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, should we head off to Marigold?
I remember more now.
Oh,
Like this, it still feels I barely remember anything.
at least you're making progress. It's good. And Asher, I mean, if you remember, Asher, it was like one of the more recent ones, so it doesn't mean that you're just remembering only the stuff that happened years ago.
I mean, I don't remember all about Asher.
Well, it's still progress. You're not
Only how
getting
he
stuck,
acted as a
so
complete dickhead.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't see what happened after he killed me at all. But yeah,
Well, I think you will remember that eventually. Or, well, if you end up going to Sai, if you still didn't leave this idea. But yeah, let's head up to Marigold. We need to
why are we
get.
going to Marigold?
Don't you remember the presidential debate is today?
Once again, why are we going to Marigold?
Don't you want to listen to it? Wait, let's stop before we head on head off to Marigold. Uh,
Why are we stopping
no,
here?
just because we came to the point of conversation where you don't know whether we should go or not go, and that's why we stopped. We could have
I don't
stopped at
think
any.
that clock is right.
I think it's not working yet. I mean, the building is not finished yet, as you see, so they might have not started the clock.
Yeah, no, that time is definitely right. It's
Yeah.
it's off by at least what is it like?
I mean, it's not moving, so I guess it's a wrong clock. Like, it's not working. Just not working, not even wrong. But yeah, anyways, I mean, don't you want to hear what all of these people have to say? And I mean, Jay's gonna be there. Like, I pretty much feel like most of people
I
are gonna
mean,
come to listen.
why exactly would I care what vice presidents or presidents have to say?
I mean, fair, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, we kind of decided
Yeah,
to
by
help
how much
Jay.
hours? That's enough.
Do you really want to just sit right now and calculate what time it is
Yes.
now? Oh my
Yes.
god.
I know I'm
You're
gonna be able to. It's not that hard.
okay. Then I guess
So
go
it's
for it.
so depending on if that clock is at AM or PM. Because if that clock is talking about AM, it's off by around
Why is clock gonna be? Oh, but wait, right.
it's off by around 11 hours. But if we were talking PM, then it's ahead by 1 hour.
It's just a not working clock. You're making it sound too as if it doesn't have any meaning. I don't think
So should be fixed.
I don't think Vent put any meaning in this.
Who?
Yeah, the vendor. I think like it's probably his building, considering this is like the embassy of Evergreen, the underground country, well, town.
Yeah, yeah. That whatever that is.
Yeah, like there was just a different city under Marigold, and well, they kind of found it, and two people came out of it, Ven and Rain. And I mean, you saw Rain before, and Ven is one of them. Well, wait, have you seen? No, you haven't seen Ven. Yeah, you haven't. I think King Green was the last one who saw him, but doesn't matter.
How many people have seen King Green?
I mean, he was there for a bit, so
And when am I gonna see these supposed eyes that I'm pretty sure that cool was still going insane. I still don't think that's real. But you know,
they. How could they not be real if everyone saw King Green and he's one of them?
a fucking dress up. I don't fucking know.
Look, as much as I would want them not to be real because of some stuff that happened during that time, I feel like it's pretty much real. And I know that you might not want to believe me right now because you don't remember and you apparently don't see them right now, but they were very much real. I don't know. But yeah, so you want to not go to the debates, or what are you planning to do?
I mean, I'll probably go see Jay, but I think that's really the only one.
Hmm. That's fair, I guess. I want to see Ash. I want to talk to him about when we went to Jay. Well, lie to him basically, but I don't want him to think that we are more suspicious that we. Oh, and Ben is here.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I just need to grab something real quick, and I'll
Oh,
be right
we
back. Okay?
weren't
Just
waiting.
wait right
It's
there.
it's okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Well, yeah. This is
Ooh.
Ben.
That energetic. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's feeling good, I guess. And that actually confirms the theory of him being a freaking
What's
liar.
with so much? What's with so much people wearing tuxedos?
Don't know. I mean, I've been wearing suits for quite some time. I don't know.
If I'm already wearing like a general type of thing, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess I could wear casual clothes, but then like
Oh wait,
that
oh
would be quite
that actually
fancy.
reminds me.
Oh,
Oh, that actually reminds me of a good memory.
what is the memory?
But back during the Foxington Rebellion, the Foxington Rebels, which is what this outfit is from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because instead of being referred to as just coup, it was General Coup.
Oh,
It, yeah, it was good memories. And those people actually looked up to me. Actually, I wonder where Goose is. Probably dead, but I wonder what actually happened to them further on from that point.
Maybe you'll
Maybe I'll
remember eventually.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So, is that Vent's house or is that Vent's house?
I mean, I don't exactly know how this whole place works because they built this one before and
Hi
then...
guys.
Hi. You can ask him actually.
So I think I'm just about ready now. I've got everything I need
Okay.
to get myself through the selection.
And glowstone.
Yeah, where
Then
where are we headed?
yeah, let's go to Marigold, I guess. Do you have another boat? Because we have one, and I mean we could walk, I guess. Let's just walk.
Don't
Quick
have
question,
one.
Van.
We have
Van, quick
all
question.
fitting.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Which house is yours?
Wait. Hang on. You're Koo. You're like
Yes.
Koo, not
I
Mr. Green.
Then it is cool, but all of your previous interactions with him, he does not remember.
It's another person I've met before.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say you were on the
Well,
best
the
terms,
last
but
time we actually met, you said you were going to give me 15 netherite ingots.
that was
I'm not sure
King
if you remember
Green.
that.
That was King
No.
Green.
That was
Man,
Koo.
please don't. Don't
I'm
try to
I'm
take
joking,
advantage of a
pal. I'm
person with
joking. It's
amnesia.
just a joke, pal.
You are not
Here, take
taking
some
away
of
my
this.
money.
It'll help you focus.
Koo, don't don't you dare. Don't you
Just smell it. Just smell it. Give
Don't
it a
you
smell.
dare.
This is literally used for brewing. What?
Oh yeah. But there's also
Koo,
other things that can help you with focus. It's like
Koo, it's drugs.
No. Yeah, but like it's you know
It's
how
literally used for
medicine's
brewing.
also
Of
drugs.
course, it's a drug.
Don't.
No, but it's like medicine, like penicillin and paracetamol are like drugs technically, right? But this one's like it's like a healthy one that helps you with focus.
I see why I didn't like him before.
Okay, let's just go to Marigold before you
I live over
two
there, by the
are
way. If
becoming
that's
very
really,
high.
it's half built at
Well,
the
you
moment. It's
gotta
under
fix your
construction.
fucking clock.
It's not working yet.
It's 11 hours behind. Or 1 hour ahead, or one
No.
of
It's
them.
fine, mate. Trust. It's fine, mate. No, it's fine, mate. It's fine.
Come on, guys. We can't stay
So
there
have
for
this back.
forever.
Hey, listen, Q. A broken clock is always right twice a day. Okay.
The-
It's a valuable
Wha-
lesson to you. Oh my
Can I
god, what are you doing? Don't just leave that glowstone on the floor. Oh my god. It's
can I
valuable.
can I stab him?
No, you
£30 a
can't.
gram.
Let's go.
Mate, you recommend?
We can't just be late. I mean, you can. I don't know. We can not go in, but let's not be
Hey,
late
Q.
at least.
Have
Wait,
you ever tried diazepam?
isn't Ven the one who missed out on the meeting?
Yeah, he wasn't at the meeting.
Which one?
Uh, one of the last ones, the meeting of the Conventus. It was after the,
Meeting of the insane people.
yeah, after the, the whole ordeal with you and Puffer getting drunk, and after King Green and
Wait,
I
what?
went to the Hell Tree.
Like, yeah, I guess you could say I was a bit busy.
Oh yeah, wait, I forgot about the hell tree.
Yeah, it was after
That
that.
exists.
You wanna sip of this beverage, Q? A little bit of milk. For your journey. Here, try
Uh,
some. Well, actually, I'm not sure if you'll probably throw it away. It's fine.
Let's not stop on the
Let's just
way.
move.
It's still a long way to
Alright.
go. I mean,
Gotta get
I
there.
should
we
have
could cut through
brought my
here, but
lighter with me.
your
Hmm.
what?
I should
Take
have
some of
brought my
these,
lighter.
guys. It'll get us there quicker. Come on.
Let's just go.
Oh,
Let's
you've got
just
some.
cut. Let's just
Okay.
cut around the.
Let's
Yes,
just
the
let's just
graveyard.
pedal towards the train.
Come here, yeah.
Ah, shit. Just wasted a pearl. Oh my god, I'm in a graveyard. This is so
Oops.
cool.
Okay. What?
Hey guys,
Man.
you wanna maybe do some grave robbing after we're done with the election?
No, please. Let's not do the grave
Oh
robbing.
yeah,
Like a lot
wait.
of this.
Graves.
Then a lot of these people died during the explosion, and we were there to see it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not the best idea, I'd say.
Sorry, just imagine it like you get blown up and you just. Sorry,
Man,
I've had a bit too much glowstone already.
Yeah, I figure. Goo, where are you? Oh my god, Goo. You're still behind. Where the hell is he? Wait. He's at the graveyard.
What? What? Oh,
Ku,
I see.
Ku, please come out.
Where's Q?
He's at the graveyard.
Oh,
Just so you know, he. Oh,
sorry.
it's okay.
Intrusive thoughts. My bad.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, he really doesn't remember much. He like remembered a bit of what, like the bit of Asher and some from his past before, but not much
Oh,
from.
but not
What?
me. I see.
Well,
So I'm
not
just not
me.
memorable.
Oh yeah, then also then you weren't at the meeting. The thing is, I told him that I'm his therapist and not his friend, so please play along.
Oh,
It's complicated, but there is a reason for that.
I see.
So yeah,
Hmm.
that
Wait, you're a
happened.
therapist?
I am a therapist. I am a local
My
therapist in
God,
Marigold.
I see.
Cool.
There's no like government. You know, there's no. I don't know. There's no like
I'll
mandatory sessions, is there?
No,
My
nothing
sesh, like
mandatory.
my long
Cool,
sesh.
you okay?
Ooh, pal, listen, have some of this. This will cheer you up.
Mushrooms fan, really? Oh my god. Come on, guys,
Oh,
we're gonna
sorry.
be late.
Sorry, I spilled my
Please.
water. My bad. My bad. Oh, getting a bit clumsy today.
Guys,
Yeah.
let's go.
I'll
Cool.
put the drugs away. I'm sorry. This is a serious moment. I understand. There's
No,
a lot of
cool.
emotion.
Cool, you okay?
I'm sorry, Q.
It's telling anything.
How about I play some music for us
Maybe not the
on my
best
trombone?
moment.
No. Okay.
You know how to play trombone?
Loose. I wouldn't quite say no. I'd say try.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
What if I dance for him? Will that
Please.
help him? Will that cheer him up?
Don't know. Cool.
Bop, 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 bop.
Does know he's in a graveyard, right?
Wait, what?
Oh damn, that's probably not the best place for this.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go,
How about, okay,
please.
listen. Why don't you get in the sad hole and you can mourn here while we go to the election because we've got places to be, Q. Okay. You know, there's things to do, places to be. Put that sword away,
Cool,
okay?
please, don't.
Put that away.
It's just...
Tell me
Put that
one
away,
more
pal.
time.
Put that away, pal.
Guys, stop it. Stop it right now.
Okay. I understand this man's been through a lot, so I'm just gonna start walking. You guys can catch me up.
Yeah, let's go,
I'm not looking for
please.
confrontation, but you know, Q's never been the friendliest
If
person.
you want to stay, I mean, I
Even
could
if he
just leave you here
forgets.
and you'll find me, but... Let's go.
Dickhead.
You two are just children.
I see nothing does change, even if he forgets everything.
Cool.
Shut up.
Okay.
Can't even have peace out of a fucking graveyard.
I mean, I asked you whether you just wanted to stay. I could have left, but...
So how about I give you a fact, Q? Like an interesting fact that
Please.
could cheer you up. Do you want to know something?
Guys,
Do you
just...
know giraffes they can actually freely tighten their blood vessels to avoid being knocked out while drinking? Like, cool. If only I could do that. Then so many bar fights have been and would have ended very differently. So say, have any of you guys had any urges to start wars recently?
No. I
No, just
don't
me.
like wars.
Oh, I
Why
love
would you
them.
want to start a war? I mean,
There's
wars
so much
get...
profit in war, Anna.
Yeah,
Think
but
about how much
wars...
money is made.
Wars get people killed, you know?
Lives are just a small price to pay
It's
for the economy.
It's not a small price
Think
to
of how
pay.
much Marigold has thrived from war. Everything's only here because of war, Anna.
So the economy is more important to you than lives of people who care about you and you care about.
Obviously.
Not to me, but that's how capitalism works.
Jesus.
You're not a capitalist, though.
Don't tell the
Let's
people that,
just
okay?
go.
I'm a politician.
You are a communist.
More of a socialist, actually. No, there's not really a term to describe. You know, Marigold is very weird in that way. There's these three terms: socialism,
Let's go.
communism, capital. I'm just like, I kind of am in a bit of all three. You know, I'm more like whatever suits me at the time being. You know, and right now I need money, so capitalism suits me.
Okay.
Oh my
Are you
god, what happened
coming,
here?
or are you going to
Oh,
stay
this is
out of
the
it?
order. It's underground. My god.
Okay, I guess that's the answer. Then let's go.
You're not gonna betray me, are you?
Oh wait, you go. I'll be. Oh wait, will I be there in a second? Yeah, you go. I'll be there in a second.
You
I
avoided
need
the
to check
question.
something.
Okay.
I need to check something.
Bye bye. Enjoy your travels.
Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's totally something that I've seen coming. Oh, Ace. Hey,
Hi.
you okay?
Yeah, just sitting here with the
Are you coming to the debate?
Yeah. When does it start?
Right about now. So if you
Oh,
want to go,
fuck,
then
okay.
we have to keep moving.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I guess let's go. I think we are already being a bit late, but it's okay. The two Van and Q have been arguing on the way here. Oh, closer, different.
So no matter how much Ku forgets, they'll always keep arguing.
That's exactly what Van said, actually. They even pulled swords on each other in the graveyard.
That's quite disrespectful, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, you know what?
Name. And alright.
Let's open there. On the topic of
Okay.
security,
Name.
as you probably know, if you don't,
Right.
you have some problems. There's been some issues recently. How would you plan to
Okay. Yeah, go on to Dan.
prevent future incidents? Let's start over here. Side.
I major in technology. That's my strongest suit. With technology, I can make a lot of changes around here, along with Jay. Jay and I have, frankly, what I would just say, the same goals. And if we were given just a little bit of power, just a little bit of funding, I think I would be able to make security measures that'll keep us all from looking behind us, looking over our shoulders constantly. Like I said, safety is my utmost priority. I don't want it so much so that people are constantly being watched, but I wanted to make it a little bit more safer here with technology. And my biggest spot is technology. I feel like we'd be able to do something, me and Jay. But that's it.
Okay, before we continue, a quick reminder that this is open discussion. If any of the candidates have anything they'd like to say at any point to any of the others, please feel free to do so.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Si, what's your plans with the skulk you're experimenting with?
The Skulk is an ongoing experiment that I wish I had more time with. It is absolutely up there with my list of priorities. And if it wasn't for the cultists being up there as well, I think the Skulk would be right there with it. The second I can expand my lab, I promise I will be working day in and day out on trying to get rid of the Skulk. Absolutely.
Do you really think it's a smart idea to be containing it in these little capsules, especially with everything going on? I mean, the whole explosions. How do you know that one of those explosions, they could have gone astray and set the Skulk free? That
You're
would have
right.
been terrible. It's not worth experimenting with.
That's true, and that's why I don't plan on really experimenting with it over ground. I'm planning on having an underground lab for experiments that could go absolutely wrong. So when it comes to the Skulk, which is probably the most dangerous, I would have it deep, deep, deep underground in a lab where I can make sure that the rest of the town is safe if it in fact goes wrong.
Well, I respect that, and in fact, there's something I should probably talk to you about relating to Skulk. If you have some free time,
Of course, of
at some point.
course.
Okay, that's
I have a
that's the
question.
end of my question.
I have a question
Yeah.
for Sai.
Rob, the floor is for you.
Sure.
So, continuing the topic of the Skulk, how do you plan on studying the Skulk and running the country or the town?
I'm going to be brutally honest because I am no liar. That was not me, and that's not who I am. Running the country is secondary to the safety of the people, and when it comes to the Skulk, I will set aside my duties of running to Jay. Of course, I won't be running on Vice, but I will set aside most of the actual political running duties to Jay, while I personally gather a team to work on things such as the Skulk. That's how I would go about it.
Okay, I'm
All
satisfied.
right, let's focus back to the topic of conversation. YB, what are your plans for security going forward?
Well, I'm no scientist or, fighter or whatever. So maybe I don't have the qualifications to, sit here and be like, I can make sure that nothing ever will happen, but I can tell you that I'm going to try my damn best to make sure that the people here are safe, to do what I can to learn from the people around me and gather as much information I can and try to keep anyone I can safe. And I'm not going to stand here and make false promises that everyone will be safe. Because that's not fair to the people who aren't, to the people who do get hurt. It's not fair of me to promise things that I can't 100% be assured of. But I can assure you that I'm going to try. That I'm going to do all I can to learn and to figure out how to run the country the best. And that includes asking people what they feel, figuring out what the country wants, what the people want from us, rather than sitting here and making promises to do things that I can't promise to do.
All right. Any comments?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, you said a lot about that you're going to make us safe. How do you plan on making us safe?
Well, that's something I'll figure out as I go. Like I said, I'm not a fighter or a tech guy or whatever. I don't have training. I don't have anything, but I'm willing to ask around to figure out what people want and what other people suggest and figure it out from there. I have ideas. I have thoughts of different things that can be done, but I want to make sure that it is in the best interest of everyone else before we go forward with anything.
Okay.
Rob, you have a statement on the whole topic you'd like to prepare?
I would like to say that I've seen a lot of pain and death and misery, and I've seen a failure of a government to protect its people. And I can go ahead and say that from what I've seen, I could do better. The security around here is pretty terrible. I mean, it's really bad. There's no punishment for rule breaking. It's like a rogue city. So my statement on the security issue is I'll be focusing on things that will help everybody, more of like maybe building walls to add security, like more reinforcement into the nights to help, I don't know, like enforce the law and things like that. Um, I'll actually like be there. I think that's a good point to make. I feel like that's important. Um, I also feel like I'll have a plan that I believe in, and even though I value the output of everybody else in the town, it's my plan, and I feel like it would work. That's it.
I have a question for Rob.
Yes.
How would you go about placing walls around Marigold? In terms of how would people take that? How would you take that if they were to assume that this wall would make them feel outcasted from the outside world, closed in, way too watched, way too guarded? The biggest thing about security, at least from what I could tell in my experience on security, is that too much security will make people feel overprotected, too watched, no privacy whatsoever. And I feel like walls is the biggest way to make people feel completely enclosed and outsiders to a world that's beyond them. How would you go about doing something like this and avoiding that problem?
I feel like that's not a problem at all. I feel like being overprotected is way better than being underprotected. It's way better to be alive and I guess be watched than be dead because there's nothing in place to protect you.
So you suggest losing freedom in terms of, privacy not being watched in favor of maybe possibly not dying, with, of course, the also possibility of your security measures not even working in the first place. Therefore, not only do you have a security problem, but you also have people against your side because of the privacy issue. Are you sure this is the best way to go about it?
I don't feel like it's a privacy issue. I feel like it's just protection against things that are outside. I feel like walls are necessary to keep things out. I feel like people can just enter the city and do whatever they like without no repercussions.
While
I
I
feel like
believe
it's
that
Go
sorry
ahead.
for interrupting you. While I believe that walls is a good base structure on making people feel safer, and of course letting anybody into the town is also uh, a liability for risk, you have to also understand that freedom is important to the people, and eventually people will start to feel enclosed. Like for instance, walling off the city will uh, bring less outsiders, which means less people to join our ranks, less people to join the knights, and less people to build our cities. Sure, there is a possibility that they're a murderer, whatever have you, but that also completely eliminates the possibility of letting in people who don't have that strange vibe to them. So again, not only do you have the possible privacy security measure issue, they also breach and security measure. You also have not letting new people into the town, which brings less workers and less people overall.
I
You
disagree with
also
everything you just said
you also
because
have sorry.
go ahead, Whitey.
You also have the issue of expansion. Marigold is always growing. There are always new people joining the town. You gonna keep tearing down the walls and moving them out further every single time a new person walks into town and wants to settle down here? Constant renovations, constantly moving the walls, constantly rebuilding them, putting
I
forces out there just to change the wall when someone new comes into town? And what about
I
the people
think
who don't necessarily want to live in the wall, making them feel like they can't come in and can't be a part of Marigold because they don't want to live inside the wall and they won't get the. Are you saying the people outside of Marigold who live outside the wall won't get the same protection as the people inside? Or are you willing
I
to set
feel
out more resources to protect those outside of the wall as well?
my mission right now is to rebuild and protect the city of Marigold. So I feel that any people who are afraid of the walls that are protecting our town that will be built if I am elected, I feel like that should be people who are afraid of like a city who protects their town. Like I disagree with what Sai said and the fact that it would deter people from coming here. I feel like people would want to go to a town that has walls and that protects itself. I feel like people would want to go to a town that cares about its citizens and wants to keep them alive.
Okay, one more question. I don't mean to harken on this topic over and over again, but again, expansion is in leeway for growth, which means you don't need a wall to gather more citizens to a city. There has been countless cities without walls that are absolutely thriving. Walls only ask for privacy issues and deter new people from coming in because of said privacy issues. Yes, walls can protect people from, let's say, dragons or let's say raiders. That is 100% apparent. But with the expansion of Marigold and too many walls, you are enclosing your citizens and deterring people who may want to join with us. I firmly believe a wall is the absolute opposite of a way to go. And if you want to have a city thrive, you need to expand it. Don't use walls to enclose it, you need to make it shine. Let people know that the city is open. But I apologize, that's just me.
Sorry, question? I've got a question for Rob.
Yes, sir.
So, your plans are to build walls. How do you expect that's going to help the relations between Evergreen and Marigold? I mean, as the mayor of Evergreen, I want to keep relations up, but building a wall, that's going to be very difficult for us.
That's no opposition to your town. It's just a precautionary measure against other people who would like to hurt us. Evergreen will still be included as a part of Marigold, I feel. Well, not as part of Marigold, but as a companion.
Subsection.
Yes, I mean, must I remind you that we are a sovereign nation? We aren't,
Yes.
we're separate. We're under different jurisdictions. But while, it seems to me you're trying to say that everyone is hostile, but that also negatively impacts the people you're trying to help Marigold. The innocent people like the citizens of New Evergreen.
I feel like it's necessary to assume that everybody's out to get you. I feel like that's a basis of survival. I feel like you should always be cautious of what is the unknown. But I think you should also be open to the chance that people could come in and help you. That's why we're building the wall, to help maybe regulate the people who are coming in, and maybe like get some documentation on them so they're not just rogues who are coming into our city and, I don't know, blowing up the place.
But a wall would isolate communities like Evergreen and Devilstown and the other ones out there. The smaller nations that can't protect themselves as easily as Marigold.
I agree.
That's all
I
I
don't
have to say.
understand. We're not heeding protection of Evergreen or New Evergreen. We're just helping ourselves. Like, I encourage you guys to also build a wall to protect yourself. There's no less protection of Evergreen or anything like that. I want to be great friends with the nation of Evergreen. I want to be partners, trade partners. I want our cities to grow together. But it's just about national security and prevention against the death of, I don't know, multiple citizens that happened earlier. Maybe protection against the followers of Sharma.
That's okay. Well, for the citizens of Marigold in this room, I have a question for you. How do you expect Marigold to grow and thrive without the help of other people and other nations? Do you think isolation is going to help you?
We're not isolating. I think you guys are getting the wrong point here. We're not isolating from everybody else. We have like openings in the wall
Okay,
for
hold
people
on,
to come in and help.
Hold on.
Sure sounds like it.
Rob, I think you've dug yourself into a deep enough hole. Let's move on.
Thank you.
One thing that I feel like was brought up earlier was the idea of confidence. We need a leader who knows that what they're doing is right and it's going to work. How can you ensure that you will have the confidence to do what must be done? Let's start with YB on this one.
Sorry. Well, I'm personally a person of the people. I'm confident that I can hear the people out and understand what the people really need and what they really want and put that into play. I can confidently say that I am here to listen to what everyone has to say, take that into account, and then go forward with a plan that will positively affect the most amount of people. And I can't say for certain that it'll affect everyone because, again, I don't want to make false promises that I can protect everybody because I don't think that's physically possible, that one person or two people can protect a whole massive group of people perfectly. I don't think that's physically, humanly possible. But I can confidently say that I will listen to each and every one of you and listen to what you have to say and put that into play and see what I can do and what we can do as a community to make Marigold a better place overall. I don't want this to be a JD and I only calling the shots. That doesn't feel right. I feel like everyone should at least have a say in how this goes and what people want. So I can say confidently that I will be here to listen and that I will be here to help everyone as much as I can.
That's very considerate of you.
Yeah. And the people of Evergreen are in that too. I want to help
appreciate
you
that.
guys out as much as possible.
That's amazing. It's honestly, that's what we need.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, we'll move on to Rob.
The question was confidence, right?
Yeah.
So I feel I have very good confidence in my plan. I would like to have confidence in everybody. Like my confidence in myself running the country and MBS running the country is very strong. I feel that I would try my best to secure a nice future for the land of Marigold and the land of the people around them. My goal is, of course, I agree with what Wybie said. You can't be 100% perfect, but you can damn well try. So I feel like that's the basis of what our plan is going to be.
So your intentions are to only try, not do. Is that what you're saying?
I never said that. I said we will do, and we will do, and we will succeed. I don't understand that. Like failure isn't an option to me. We have to try, and we have to do.
But people only learn from their mistakes.
Yes, we are learning from the mistakes of the last presidency. Everybody makes mistakes. I've made mistakes, and we're all human here. So at the end of the day, we're not perfect, but we damn well will try, and we will do.
So if you're making mistakes, how do you expect to succeed every time and keep the people of Marigold safe?
Because you'll always get better from mistakes.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Well,
All right, Sai.
I would absolutely love to build on what Rob just said. And while I disagree with most points, what I do agree with is that mistakes is what makes the person. And we all know, according to both Rob and Ben, that mistakes are, they can be repeated, but they also could be fixed and then they can be improved upon. Jay is well known amongst the town for making a huge mistake. That we can all agree on, including myself. But like both Rob and Men has stated, a mistake is just that, a mistake. I firmly believe that Jay is willing to come back from that mistake that he made. I firmly believe that he's a leader. And I firmly believe that together we don't have to just think that we're going to do something or hope that we're going to learn how to do something. I know we are going to do something. For the sake of Marigold, we have to be better than perfect. I do not want more people to die, and neither does Jay. So, forgive me, but being less than perfect will just not cut it for me. And I'm sure it won't cut it for Jay either. This is a matter of emergency, and no one, here is taking effect apart. No one here, YB, Rob, is taking a huge stride, while me and Jay have already made changes. I understand your qualms with his mistake, and I get it. But mistakes are exactly what you guys said. They can be changed. They can be improved upon. And that is exactly what we set out to do. Thank you.
I'm sorry. So you mean you aren't planning on taking large strides?
No, that is quite the opposite. I plan on taking even larger strides than anybody has ever done before. Like I said, perfect is not going to cut it. I need more than perfect. To
But
make a
doesn't-
true change, that is what
I
we have to do.
see. Doesn't that leave a very large margin for error? Maybe you're getting a bit ahead of yourself.
No, absolutely. Error is what we're going to face time and time and time again. But the clarity with perfection is that when you set your goals high, you try your best to achieve them. If I want to be more than perfect, I will try and try and try and try again until I get that goal. That is what I have set out to do from the beginning. From before I became Jay's Vice. That is what I wanted. We cannot afford to keep making mistakes, and if I have to, I will be more than perfect. It'll be a matter of time.
Fair enough.
All right, if that's it, I would like to open the floor to more questions from the audience. If anyone has anything, let's hear from as many people as we can.
I'll be happy to answer anything.
Tough crowd.
Seems like no questions.
So, Sai, I have a question for you.
Of course.
You said YB and Rob are not taking large strides, and you and Jay have. Yet,
No. That's not what I mean. YB has taken strides, and Rob has taken strides. For instance, the hospital, and YB is just doing absolutely everything that they can. I can see that. I'm not blind to that fact. But I'm not just taking strides. I am taking large strides. I believe in the last speech that you've heard from Jay that we have moved Sharma into a much more safe cell away from Marigold in an undisclosed location. That was our biggest stride that we have made so far. For the longest time, Sharma has been locked in a place he could have escaped from in a matter of seconds. That we did overnight. Which one of you in the audience know of anything that YB or Rob have done along the lines of that?
I'm sorry, but you're saying that building a hospital that has already saved lives is not much of a big deal compared to doing something you should have already done a long time ago?
that's actually a fair point.
That is a fair point, but the difference between then and now is that I was not in power. I wasn't able to make that choice. I wasn't able to touch Sharma in a way where it would make a big difference. And I absolutely applaud Rob for making a hospital. It has saved countless lives. But again, there are injured people who have been injured recently and weren't able to make it to the hospital because Rob wasn't manning it. And I think we're all aware of that. I was having to tend to people since the hospital was arrived. In fact, I do clearly remember that when the hospital was built, after the explosions, I still was tending to the wounded myself without medical gear. So while I do... Oh, my apologies. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying, don't you think that's something you should be improving then, instead of
course,
focusing
yes.
on other things?
One of the biggest things that I want to constantly talk about when it comes to our presidency is that I want the safety of the people to be realized. Not just technologically security way, I mean actual safety. Absolutely more staff on hospital, always on deck, 24/7. I will be personally hiring people. And Rob, again, I absolutely thank you for building a hospital, but it is not up to standard. I am going to hopefully approve it with your consent, if, of course, we get elected.
Yes, I agree. I believe that I need help, and I do agree that I'm happy that you realize that.
So,
And
a
again,
question.
oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sai. Finish the thing I'll ask after.
Again, I am not going to sit here and not recognize the accomplishments that YB has also done. YB has done so much for the community, constantly bringing people together. YB can't walk into a room without somebody smiling. That is just how it is. YB means a lot to everyone. The community, to me, to everyone. And while we are standing on two different sides of the post here, I firmly believe that if I can't make a big change, YB can. That is all there is to it. Pillars of the community is what we need. Huge pillars of the community who know how to make large strides. Now, I do not want to seem like I'm attacking you, YB, but we have not made large enough strides. At least, not that I have seen. And that is what I set out to do. That is what me and Jay set out to do. Now, what was your question?
I have a question for all of you. What do you actually plan on doing about the followers and the hell tree, things like that? Because it seems like nothing has been done.
Can I be honest
No,
with you,
when
Asher?
we went down there, there was not even a barrier around getting into the hell tree. We got in there quickly.
Yes, I'm aware of the so-called hell tree. If I'm gonna be honest, the cultists have been looting me for a long time. I have sat down for countless hours doing countless research, looking, scouring, and trying to plan out where their next attacks were, where their bases are, and where have they gone. I don't know what potions they use for their invisibility. I do not know what alchemy they use to hurt people, or somehow plant TNT under our noses. I hope that with the increase in power that we get if Jay gets reelected, that I will be able to do much, much more in terms of fighting the cultists. That is absolutely my biggest goal, like I have said to Ven. Right next to exploring the Skulk fully, I want to absolutely figure out better ways of dealing with this the Sharma situation.
Sorry, I have another unrelated question.
Go ahead.
What's your plan to help the populations of giraffe around the world and stop the trade of giraffe ossicones in Marigold?
What's a giraffe?
What?
You guys don't know what giraffes are?
No.
Giraffes are
Lord.
a long-necked. You usually hunted for their intricate pelts. I was not aware that that was an issue in
No,
America.
hold on. We're not gonna entertain this.
So what about YB and
I
Rob?
have
What
a
do you two plan?
comment.
Yeah,
The other two candidates did not get to answer the previous question.
yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead.
You want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Look, I get that Sai and Rob probably have great ideas or plans or these fantasies of sorts that they want to achieve. But neither of them have had a target on their head by the followers. None of them have been hurt by the followers. Neither of them have been hit. I have. I know what it's like to have this big red target on your head that at any chance, at any point in time, you could get hurt again. I understand the fear and the terror in this town at the fact that at any point in time, any one of us could die or any one of us could be stabbed in the back. But I can promise you.
Sorry, I had a question, but you can go on.
No, what was your question?
I don't mean to attack you because I know you've been through a lot with the whole Sharma business, the Sharma followers hurting you in a way that I cannot imagine. But I must ask, how are we supposed to know that the Sharma, the cultists of Sharma, the followers, are not currently targeting us right now? How are we supposed to know that you were not the only target? How are we supposed to know
We
that they
don't.
are not attacking Puffer next? Or
We don't know who they're attacking next, Sai.
Exactly.
But I'm
This is
saying that
why-
you haven't been targeted yet.
Or we are being targeted and we just don't know. What you mean is I haven't been hurt yet.
Yes, you haven't been hurt yet. None of the people up here have been hurt yet by them.
Which I
But I
understand.
don't think that this should be something that one person should be working on. I don't think this is something that could only be related to whoever gets elected. We should be working on this as a group. As a community, we should be putting all of the information that everybody has on this together. Figuring out who knows what, figuring out who's seen what, if anybody saw anything at all during any of the attacks, marking down all the data that we have and working together as a group to figure this out. One person, two people alone are not going to be able to figure this out. This is not something that one or two people can figure out on their own. This is something that is going to take all of us grouping together, putting all of our heads together and figuring this out as a group.
I absolutely agree. I think
Well
some of the
said.
brightest people among us are these individuals that we have before us today. I think some of the most smartest among us here are the pillars of the community themselves. The people that are littering these stands are some of the people that I believe would help us with this whole craze, which is
So-
why I never myself were planned on just doing it with me and Jay. I planned on using the community to my advantage as well. But I agree.
Even if JD and I don't get elected, even before the elections occur, I want to start going around and asking people what they saw on the days that the attacks happened, who was where, start taking down logs. Because this is not something that should be a political matter. This is a national matter. This is a matter that affects us all, not just the people standing up here on the podium, which is why we should all take the time to work on this together. So that is my standing on this.
If we could wrap up this discussion quickly, we have one more person we need to hear from, and we're running slightly behind schedule. Rob, if you'd like to make your comments.
On the topic of the followers, I
That's the
mean,
one.
I want to kill him. I want to kill him dead. Anybody who attacks my citizens, my friends, my family, I want to hunt them down. I want to make them pay. And I'm going to get a group together if I get elected. Well, regardless of if I get elected, I would like to get a group together, as YB has said, as Cyanide has said, to take these fuckers down. We need to get back at them. No one comes into our town and makes a fool out of us and kills my friends, our friends. I feel like I agree with YB and how we need to get more. There wasn't enough spotlight of the last candidates or the last presidency. There wasn't enough spotlight on the followers of Sharma. I feel there wasn't enough effort put into it. I feel that it almost felt like it was the tragedy struck of the explosions and people died, and it almost felt like it was almost forgotten. That day needs to be fuel for our fire to go kill these fuckers and make sure that Marigold is last one left standing.
I'm sorry, so you used to be a person who wanted to build hospitals and help people, but now you're focusing on violence? Seems to me you've changed.
I haven't changed at all. My sole purpose as president is to provide security and defense to ensure the safety of the people. I feel like my best friend died. Like, I feel like that's just disregarded. Like, people died and it's almost like we're just doing nothing about it. I feel like we should focus on all purposes of the government, like saving people as in building more hospitals, training people themselves, and additionally, like building up a military to help fight against the followers of Sharma, to help fight against Sharma, period, to help fight against other pillager nations around us, to help build a military big enough to protect Evergreen. I feel like all those things are essential. So I feel like I don't need to just focus on just one aspect of like a campaign. I need to focus on everything. If that answers your question.
Yeah, that'll do.
Certainly bold, I suppose.
I have a question
Were
for
they
Simon.
warm when they killed
Hmm?
like tons of people in our town? Were they nice about that, Sai?
No, but there is an ancient old saying, "Don't fight fire with fire." I believe that is in play here.
So we should just give them prison time. Yep, I agree. All right.
I don't agree that most of them deserves prison time. Absolutely not. They're murderers, killers. They've made an attempt on countless people's lives. But I don't think we should gather our pitchforks and torches and start raiding where they live, killing people that may not even have anything to do with it in the first place. I just recommend not taking an absolute violence approach. That's all.
So what do you suggest we do then?
I suggest we find out who they are first. That's all. Then we make changes from there. Decide on an actual goal.
I have a question for Simon.
Yes.
You just, within the last week, announced the possibility of running for vice president. With that much time, are you sure that you're ready for a full term if you win, staying as vice president?
I can't promise that everything that I'll do will be coherent, smart, and of liking of an actual vice president. But what I have is aspirations, goals, and a plan. And I feel
But
like
do
that
you
should
have
be
the
enough.
time to dedicate to that?
Absolutely. I've had time for since before my election in the first place. Like I've said, I've spent countless hours doing absolutely every bit of research that I can. And yes, I'm aware that research isn't enough in a term like this, but I don't have the resources. That is why I'm up at this podium today. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it
Uh,
does.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Go ahead.
YV,
Keep it short.
do you
Huh?
feel you are fit to run the government at your age?
Yeah. I feel like I'm more matured than a good chunk of the people here.
Okay, I have another question.
Yeah.
Can you be hard enough on, let's say, criminals?
Yeah. People who
Okay.
deserve it. Yeah.
I think being younger might even be a good thing. It gives YB less of a chance to be corrupted by the world.
Well, we are running quite short of time, so
Yeah.
do you have any other
The time
questions
for the
there?
presidents.
If we have anything else, I'd like to wrap this up quickly so we can move on to the next section.
I'm good.
Nothing else? Okay, so feel free to leave the podium now. We're going to take a quick 10-minute intermission and then get the presidents up here.
You did great. Nice job.
Thanks.
So you did great. All right, it's all good, man.
Dude, I don't know if anything I even
Right.
said mattered. I think
Running
every time
coup,
that I said
right?
a word, they
Again,
just looked
just
at me.
keep
It's
going
okay.
with
Don't worry.
the
You said the
truth.
right things.
Running.
You did.
And if the truth
Told
sounds
you,
bad,
Brian.
make a
Okay.
compromise. Tell them how you're gonna fix it. All that.
We are
I
I just
have-
You're
want
up next.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that you
I
guys
don't
went
know.
first because now I know
to go talk.
what to say.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, Lucky. Hi. That was amazing.
All right, if you mind if we
God.
get past
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
Yeah.
God,
Stop.
poor Rob.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go get some air real quick. I think just it's a little,
Okay.
a little tense in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
I'm just gonna go out for a little bit. Take a nice little stroll.
Maybe you want to talk right outside of
Uh,
the
yeah.
entrance for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. You can
I'll
still
be
monitor people
right back.
coming in from here. I'm trying to give you as much cover as possible. They didn't let you answer that question to begin with. How are you doing?
So, what's the deal with airline food, huh?
Do you even know what airline food is? Because I don't.
I don't even know what an airline is. I just heard Moss say it one day.
What's an airline?
Yeah, I'm very
Airline
confused.
food?
Moss, what is it? Yeah, what is an airline?
So like a line in the air, like in the sky?
I
Maybe.
guess so. Maybe it's like a fancy restaurant.
Huh.
Also,
it could be
Puffer,
that.
would you explain?
That was Ven. That was Ven, not me.
Yeah. Why was he throwing
So-
it your way?
So what's a giraffe?
Oh yeah, what is a
Yeah,
giraffe? Rain, why
that's
have you got
correct.
drugs on you? That's not very good for an election.
Why do you have drugs on you?
Don't.
Why do
Guys,
you have alcohol on
guys,
you?
I don't have
guys,
any alcohol. What are you
I feel
talking
like-
about?
I
don't bring
saw you
alcohol
drinking.
into.
I was
do not
drinking.
bring-
I was drinking milk.
Actually,
Okay,
Guys,
Ash,
shut
I
up.
will admit this is a little bit
Thing
boring.
that Jay did. I
Huh?
feel like.
Yeah, it's
But remember what happened?
So can I have that
We're
real
not
quick?
gonna bring
Actually?
that up.
So what are everyone's
No!
current
I
thoughts?
promise
Ven,
not to.
hey Ven, can we meet
No.
outside real quick?
But
No.
It doesn't matter.
Can we Puffer, go listen, outside?
No.
we should talk outside.
Oh,
Yeah, we should talk outside. Ven.
No.
Come on, Ven.
Guys,
No.
not again,
Guys,
please.
don't leave without the security.
Take
Oh yeah,
that.
we should. Wait, we
Huh?
should probably talk to the security.
JD,
Sorry.
Right.
can you place them
Security?
under arrest?
Who?
Huh? Who?
Can you at
What?
least make them get rid of their drugs?
We don't have
Oh.
drugs.
Yeah,
Then what's that on the
right.
floor?
There's
Okay.
no. That's not mine. That
threw
was
it.
Rain's.
Ven
Yeah,
threw it at me.
Ven,
There's no.
please.
You guys have no reasonable suspicion.
Oh.
You can't detain us.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
You
but...
two look great.
Hold on. Is there
Thank you.
MBS? Do
Yeah,
you have
right.
fentanyl still on you?
Oh, shit, I fell.
You having fun there, Anna?
Yeah, I fell.
I need to
You do
get
look
rid
great.
of illegal stuff.
You do too. You wore a suit on.
Well, I did wear it
I
last
didn't
time,
know
but-
we
I
were
realize
supposed
it's
to
like
dress fancy.
I don't think many of us did.
All right.
Seriously, literally almost everyone in a suit. Yeah, no. No one knew to dress fancy.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one here in a dress here. I feel special.
I'm just
Yeah,
kind of
you
dressed
look
like this because
hella
Ash and
great.
I were just on
Yeah,
a
you look
date.
great.
Had the girl boss Marigold real quick.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah,
You do
definitely
that.
not at all because of our engagement. Yeah, no.
Nope, definitely not.
Wait,
engaged.
what?
Not at all.
Wait.
Yeah, we got engaged.
You two were
Yep.
engaged.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations, guys.
Congratulations! Oh my god.
That's great news.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy
not
for
great
you
news that
two.
both Ben and Puffer just ran out again with drugs.
I mean, Ven
Don't
tried
care
to
anymore.
give Pooh drugs, so...
Ben tried to get.
Don't
Cool
care
even here?
anymore, to be honest.
Who's here?
Koo, yeah,
Oh,
he's
there he is.
here.
Oh.
And then Koo and Van had a confrontation on the graveyard.
Oh,
They pulled
no.
swords at each other, and I kept...
That's not good.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds like sounds a lot like Van.
Yeah, and the thing is, Koo does not remember Van, so it's happening once again.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
From
So-
scratch.
So did like the thing? It's like, why is the pink guy looking at me?
He looks at everyone.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so it's like
Is there
that
a-
She.
thing.
issue?
Oh, are you? I thought you were talking about JD. That's.
No,
that's
I'm
I
not
feel like-
talking.
Oh, are you talking about her? Or who are you talking about? JD or Lucky?
Yeah,
Wait, which one? I'm genuinely
I
confused
think it's
now.
lucky.
listen,
I
listen.
think it's Lucky.
JD is obviously purple.
There's so-
This person right here,
She's.
hello, you look nice, is obviously pink.
Rain, you're scaring me.
Colorblind people, Jesus.
mean-
What if
Stop,
I
Rain,
am?
you're scaring
It's
me,
more-
Marigold.
It's more like a lavender, like a really light purple.
We're seriously gonna argue about the color of people's
It's
skin
still a
now?
nice color.
Look, color theory.
Actually, Lucky,
I'm
what
uncomfortable.
would you say?
No, like, what would you? What do you identify as race
Color
wise?
are you?
Axolotl.
That's a color.
Oh, there's the answer.
What's an
Purple.
axolotl?
I'm
They're
terrified.
They're those cave fish.
amphibian.
Good.
Actually,
I
I
did
think you
not
would know what
invest
I
sleep
think.
for this.
Wait,
But I think
Sassy had one, right?
You'll be okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
the
I
one.
think
Yeah.
honestly, Jay's just gonna get absolutely slandered. I
Alright.
feel like he's gonna be the only. Well, somewhat.
So why did Rob?
Where's there?
Up there.
Oh, there.
There's here.
So
Lucky, can you come here really quick?
Right then.
Alright, it's VC.
I have to leave for a second. Can you
I'll
No,
watch
even
the
Pedro
photo.
was
just
agreeing
like
with
take
me. He was
5
just
minutes
nodding
and make
his
sure
head.
everyone who was here comes back and
Yeah, he
nobody
does that.
new comes, and if someone new does come to record them,
Hey.
come back in.
Speaking of
Yeah.
people coming,
Yep. You're already on the
Sorry,
list.
yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. It's only 2 pages, more like 1.5. I'll be right back.
so does anyone know
Okay,
where
thank
Ven
you.
and Ring or Ven and Puffer actually went?
I mean, they wanted to
No,
talk
don't care
outside, but
anymore.
no.
They went to talk or something.
Probably
They're
just
getting high, most
They are
likely.
getting
Probably.
high.
I would like to thank Ven for asking such criticizing questions. It really
Well,
helps
you
me
might want to
hit
go
them.
thank them by taking away his drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's drunk and high.
I
I don't
don't know
want to
about
take
drunk,
anything
but
away from somebody if that's their
Uh,
personal
No,
decision.
he was drinking alcohol behind me.
oh
I
my
heard
god.
it.
I'll give me a minute. I'll
There,
go
how
talk
much
to
time
him.
do we have left?
Don't
Till the next part?
force anything. Don't make him do something he doesn't want to do,
No,
even
I
if
know.
it is
I'm
destructive.
just gonna
I mean,
talk
considering
to him,
last
so.
time Puffer almost hurt
Just gonna
someone,
talk.
so
Yeah,
Well,
don't really
Puffer
want
needs
that
to
happening.
Gonna be
understand.
I'm just
fine.
gonna try and tell them, wait, do
Then
it
that
elsewhere.
then
I
they need
mean,
to understand that's their problem to fix. That we can't force them to do anything that they don't want to do.
I know. I'm just gonna go try and
Yeah,
persuade.
just talk to them. Just see
Yeah.
what you can do.
I'll be right back.
There, are we taking an extra 5 minutes, or what are we doing?
Well, we need them, so.
We can.
we do?
Well, yeah, an audience
Well,
is an
yeah.
audience.
JD and Whitey kind of just left, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm
Alright.
watching the door until Meredith comes back.
I will be right back.
I'm honestly surprised nothing blew up yet. You know.
I wouldn't.
Don't
I
jinx
would
it.
not. Yeah, don't jinx it. Considering we're all here now.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly expected it to happen back at Jay's speech, but
Oh yeah, you're right.
Honestly,
I mean,
every single word I felt like I was gonna get shot at.
yeah. I mean,
mean-
considering how you're running with Jay, you do probably have a higher target on your back.
Most likely.
You don't
But
need to
that's
be
something
there
I'm
yet.
willing to go through.
We got a few minutes.
I mean, yeah, it's really
Whatever.
working out better than was expected. I mean, people are asking constructive questions, except for, well, the giraffe one.
I didn't expect
I have
anything
not been
less from
explained what
Marigold.
I have not been explained what a giraffe is.
It's an old
Apparently,
world
it's a
animal, went extinct
long-necked
a long
creature.
time ago.
A long-necked creature that's been extinct.
Yeah.
Sounds like my dad.
And people are selling
They
giraffe
were.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I think Fen is living in the past, but
Wait, if there was long-necks, you guys could sustain animals in Evergreen?
it is
Yeah,
a
I know.
lush
No,
environment.
don't look at me like that.
Oh, speaking of that, should we tell them the thing that who's back? Isaac's
Tell us
may
what?
or may not be back.
Oh,
The what?
yeah,
The normal Isaac, not Warren Isaac, is back.
Excuse me.
What?
Maybe we're
I-
starting again. Well, we'll talk about
What
this
is?
later.
Hi.
It's a bad thing. I'll tell you
Sorry,
later.
I had to use the bathroom really bad. Thank you
Wait,
for taking
that is
over
the
for
wrong
me.
book.
Alright.
Take this one.
Oh,
Puffer, are you all there? I
don't
don't
worry, I
think he's
didn't
all
look.
there.
Thank you.
Did anyone new come?
Not that I know
Nope.
of.
Okay. Did the light go off at any point when nobody stepped
Nope.
through?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
That's kind of.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we're good.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
boy,
hope
here
we don't blow up.
Alright, are we.
I would stop repeating that because it's not bound to
Can we-
happen.
Can the
Let's hope for the real part of the
presidential
conversation.
candidates and those who think they're presidential candidates please take the stand?
Huh?
Alright,
Interesting
so
choice.
we're gonna, much like with the first one, we're gonna open with, opening statements. These are gonna be more in depth because, of course, this is gonna be the full plan. JD, you begin.
with an opening statement?
Yeah. What do you have? What do you
I
do?
feel like with this past election, no one was prepared for anyone leaving or anything that happened. But I feel if I'm elected as president, I can be more prepared and I can prepare this town for better changes, better safety, and we can all work on it as a community.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's get this part over with. Jay, you're next.
Since Marigold was founded, it started off as a very small community. We weren't prepared for the kinds of issues we'd be facing in the year since we've kicked off our very first election. Despite my past and my issues of leaving Marigold, I do believe I am the one, along with my vice president, to enact the proper steps to properly securing and making Marigold a better place. We know what has to be done. That is all.
All right. Also very short. MBS, do you have some words for us?
Don't worry, guys. I would keep this one short. Firstly, disregard anything Rob has said. He's not really in the best mental state right now. Secondly, a lot of you knew me. Some for worse reasons than others. And I'm not gonna be here saying that I'm an ideal leader or anything. I'll keep this simple. One snap of a finger, that's all it takes to bring down a city. I've seen it with my own eyes. And if we don't do anything right now, that's going to happen here. It's already happened with Sharma. That was my mistake. I should have been there for that, but I'm here now. I'm going to bring a change. I'm not just going to sit around or just leave town like some other senile old man. That's pretty much it.
Sorry, I have a question for all the candidates.
Go ahead.
So, how do you all plan to support the distribution of penis milk?
Nope, we're skipping this. Okay.
Everyone gets it.
It's a valid question.
No, everybody gets it. Simple answer.
Everyone gets it?
Yeah, everyone.
That is strong. I support that.
Yeah. Everybody should have the right to penis milk.
What about banning ossicone trade?
Ben, it's not called penis milk, it's called milk.
No. Sorry. I was just, I was talking.
What was your question?
Sorry.
I also have a question. So, MBS, you're stating that your vice president does not speak for you. Isn't that kind of counterintuitive? What's up with that?
Because I'll keep it simple. I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to pretend like I'm here running for actual presidency. I'm just here to make you guys listen and not make the same mistakes again.
All right, if we're done with the opening section, this is going to be structured a little differently from the first half of this. This is going to be more personal, directed at each of the candidates individually. Okay, so let's start over here. JD,
What's up?
I'm actually going to be here to do stuff because you seem to never be around when things go down.
I plan on being more on time with things. During this whole thing, it was when I was inaugurated, I guess. It was sudden. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have anything planned. I was kind of just following Jay, and then he left. And so I plan on being more on time with things. I try my best. I stayed up all night just so I wouldn't wake up late for this. And I understand in the past I do lose track of time with things, but I plan on being a lot more on time with that.
All right. MBS, I'll be blunt with this one. Are you torturing people in the prison?
No.
Lies. All right, moving on.
Objection.
Jay, when can we expect
Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, when I was
Sorry,
actually
couldn't hear you.
under the influence one time, MBS was quite violent. So
I didn't even touch you. That was Asher.
Okay, please let
I think you're forgetting you were drunk.
let's
Yes,
keep
no,
it
I
simple,
was.
please,
But
guys.
I remember.
Calm it down. Anyway, I was saying, Jay, when can we next expect you to abandon us?
I won't be abandoning Marigold. I know that's the one thing that's, known about me and my character, but it is not something I have in mind. I don't plan to walk out on the city just like I did with the interview either. I'm here to mend what I've broken.
All right. Moving back over here to.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No tricks, no gimmicks.
Can't you do that without rerunning for presidency?
Sadly, I won't have much of a place where I can do that if I'm not.
Okay.
All right, JD.
Yes.
You've already been president for 5 months. How is getting elected again going to change it? You're going to change the fact that you've done nothing.
Well, when I was for these 5 months, Jay left, told no one, and me and YB both were alone with this whole thing. We had nothing planned, and if I'm reelected, I guess we have plans for different precautions. We're trying to get things put through right now, and if I'm not elected, I can't do that. And I'm trying to help Marigold. I'm trying to help the people here. That's all I care about. The skulk, the cult, the hell tree, all of it. It's all stuff that it's all my highest priority right now when it comes to Marigold, and that includes the safety of everyone here.
All right.
Considering circumstances, I think you've done a good job, JD.
Thank you, Van.
No worries.
All right. MBS. How do I word this? You already mentioned that you were not around when Karma came. Do you have a
Yeah.
reason why?
As I said before, I put fate in the wrong candidate. I thought Jay would do the right thing. I was wrong. It's as simple
Sorry.
as that. I just took a day off.
Could you speak up a little bit, please? Can't actually hear you from back here.
I was busy.
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
If I may.
Yeah. Go ahead.
MBS, with all due respect, while you were busy doing whatever it is you thought was more important than defending Marigold, I assembled the Knights despite my past issues in the week before, and I actually gave my life to stop and prevent Sharma. Where were you then? Where were you after that? I didn't even see you until I returned. Was what you had going on way more important?
Yes, it was, because somebody has to put up countermeasures here. You can't just tell everybody that a god is gonna come here and not expect me to try and do something about it.
Yet what were you doing? We still don't even know that.
Who do you think has been actually getting productive stuff done on the spires? You've seen where Sharma is right now. You know that that's not something anyone else here has been able to do yet.
I have been doing the research.
What MBS is trying to say is that I've already done what I need to do with Sharma. 4 nights ago, as Simon had mentioned, I did move Sharma to the finished prison. He's more contained and more safe than he was previously. The guild/tavern was not a safe place for Sharma. Anybody could have walked in there should they have wanted to. But upon my return, and a week since my speech, I've already done 2 things that I promised. Moving Sharma and the deconsecration of J Enterprises, which happens later today.
How about
So,
you tell
back
them
to
how
what I
we
was saying
really
about MBS.
took care of Sharma?
Simon put together a prototype device that would actually nullify the mind of Sharma, causing him not to think straight, causing him to move erratically. And it worked. That is how we did it. That is how MBS, Simon, and I moved Sharma overnight. With no bumps in the road.
Keyword moved.
I took care of it. Same with Simon, same with MBS.
Yet you're here taking all the credit.
I have not once said that. I've listed the three of
You
us.
literally just said that.
And others
I
must
haven't mentioned it 3 times in the same day now, have I?
Do you want to explain? Do you want to tell them
Sure,
how we
we
moved
took.
Sharma? Go ahead.
Sure. We put handcuffs on him. We threatened his life. We took him.
This is true.
Whose idea was that?
That was mine.
Can I bring up the fact that no one told me about this, and I'm just now finding out about this?
Yeah, you can bring that up.
Well,
The
you
fact
weren't here
that
for the
Jay came back from whatever he was doing in New Sion, and is just saying he's president again. And I understand where he
You're
comes
talking
from.
about New Sion as if we're not from that same home, JD.
I know
you were at
we
the
are.
speech a week ago. You know exactly what I was doing. If there's anybody in this room besides even Hollow, you should be the one to understand exactly what I went back to see.
I understand why you did it, but you didn't tell anyone. You didn't leave any prep. You didn't even. You left. You just straight up left. And then
You're
you
right.
came back and
This
started.
is a known fact.
And started just taking control again. You didn't talk to
I'm not
anyone
taking
about it
control.
first. You just. Well, you're making some pretty big decisions for someone who's supposedly the president again.
Someone needs to do something. Cyanide is a brilliant mind, MBS is a great peacekeeper, and I'm the one with the history, and I am the one that knows what needs to be done. You and I
Okay.
both know, so don't stand there and tell me that anything Nucion related is something, whatever that was. And I said it to everyone at my speech a week ago too. I looked you all in the eyes and told you the 3 things I plan to do. And 2 of them have already been done. What's left is the re-election. That is why I'm here, whether I'm a suitable candidate or not. Something needs to change, and it's about time somebody
All I'm
does.
saying is that what am I supposed to be doing right now? Are we both just president? Am I just vice president again? You haven't told me any of this. Actually, I have a better question. What do the people of Marigold want? Do they want you as president, or do they want me as president until the re-election?
Is this an open floor or?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we
And
meant to
plus-
answer?
Feel free.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hold a vote right now.
Well,
Should we say anyone
as
who
as
wants?
someone left and someone was already elected, and they still have their term.
I also believe that whether you were in power or not, you probably would never have came up with the decision to move Sharma regardless. Just putting that out there.
All right.
Should we have a thing where anyone who wants Jay back in power be on the side of the stage, like be on the side of the bleachers that Jay is on? Anyone who wants JD to remain president until the election, come over here.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
That is how we'll hold this vote.
You heard the instructions. JD over here, Jay over here.
JD.
I
and
still
then
have to
Jay.
watch security, but I will stand on the bleacher side.
Can I get on there?
No, you're up there. You don't get.
Yeah.
You don't get a vote.
All right.
All right, that's pretty clear. Okay, go back to your seat.
Yeah, I don't think anybody needed to actually see that. We all know the answer.
Whatever.
People
Okay.
have spoken.
So
Let's go.
All right, you know what? Let's
JD's
now
entitled
on,
to the JD's entitled to
before you
the
do anything else,
term
I
that
need
they
to
got
know.
elected for.
I went this entire election without anyone telling me things, and that's something I need to change. I need some people to
Without
tell
doing
me
something
what.
either.
JD, with all due respect, leaders shouldn't be told what to do. If you want to be a
I'm not
leader, you should
saying
know.
tell me what to do. I'm saying I wasn't told when things
I've been
were
back
happening.
2 weeks and I've already made big steps. If you want to remain in president, you want to tell these people that you're actually going to do something until the election proves otherwise. Go right ahead. just know that Sharma's safer and, well, moved.
I understand
Because
that,
of the 3
but
people
I
who were also
still
here.
wasn't let known about that whole situation. And
Well, maybe if
technically,
you were actually there,
I
we
said it
could
to your
have told
face.
you.
you said it after.
If you were actually around, you would have been around. I said it in front of
Yeah.
everyone. Everyone knew exactly what I was going to do.
That
I
was
I
think
just decided to
JD's
do it
whole
that night as well.
thing is the fact that you didn't tell him when it was happening. You said it was going to happen. You didn't tell him when. You didn't invite him to it. He still has. He should be told things.
president or vice president. I still need to be brought in with these things. I still need to be let
So you're
know
saying I
when
should come
things
to
happen.
you? You should never come to me?
I'm saying at least let me know
Where do I
when it's
find
gonna
you,
happen.
JD? Where do people find you?
Okay, that's actually another good question. I recently moved back into Marigold. I had moved a little bit to the outskirts and realized that it's not the best area. So at the moment, for the time being, I am living in a new house right behind where YB lives. So worst case, you can find me in JNT, the town hall, or Marigold. Well, not even JN anymore because I quit. You know?
Yes, you resigned.
Yeah.
My point still
Okay.
stands. If you can
Are
convince
you
the
guys
people
done?
that stood on your side of the bleachers that you're actually going to do something, go for it. Go do something.
I'm sorry, but this seems to be way more personal than it started off as.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We
we've
can
gotten-
move on now.
We've gotten off
There,
topic.
do we have any more questions?
Yeah, one more for you. How long are you sober for currently?
7 months. Since the last time I first saw you.
Okay. That's all I have prepared, but we'll open it up to the floor again if anyone has anything, and also if for the people watching at home, aka Twitch chats, have any questions, please feel free.
I have a question for Jay.
Yes, Asher.
What are you to do when someone in power, or said to be in power, hurts someone else? What are they meant to take blame and take responsibility for? Do you think they should? Or do you think they should hide and cower behind themselves in a little bubble?
Well, it's clear to me in the time that I've actually been away, there's been countless of times where people have been locked up for something and nothing has been done to change that. So I don't know. What needs to be done, Asher, to people who get locked up? Or who deserve to be locked up for that matter? For good, maybe, this time?
I don't know, Jay. Maybe you could tell me. I mean, you are the one running for
Well,
president.
the question was for everyone as well, right? JD, MBS?
Seems like you're not answering the question.
This is a debate.
I'm
I've said what I
asking you
need to say.
specifically.
I want to hear Mike.
If someone
Asher did ask you.
JD, say if JD was to go hurt someone else in this town, what should he come forth or should he just sit and hide?
I think it's important to share both sides.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
I feel like someone should come out. If someone does something wrong, like the other day, I'm sorry if this is a touchy subject right now. The other day, there was an incident between you and
Ace, yes.
Ace, and you came and told me about it. And because of that, I was able to somewhat resolve the situation, tell you what needed to be done, which I appreciate you doing.
Mm-hmm.
You were held accountable for a lot of your actions as well, and you've so far redeemed yourself with all that, and I appreciate that as well.
Thank you, JD.
I feel like you're skipping something there.
What?
I think you're skipping the fact that I was there. I was the one that brought Asher to you. If I didn't bring Asher to you, you wouldn't have even known about it. Unlike you, I'm actually there. I'm constantly there. I know what's going on. I'm not just wandering around Marigold.
Okay, MBS. Then, during the whole situation with Asher, outside of town, when he had killed, what, like 3 people?
Yeah.
Sorry to bring this up. you were supposed to be watching him, making sure he didn't do anything wrong. You were his parole officer, and you didn't do anything. Instead, you
Ironically,
just
my other one isn't
sat
doing
in
anything
the
either.
goat. What was that? I'm sorry.
My other one isn't doing anything either. Actually, he's not even here.
Sam isn't technically the parole officer. He's
Oh.
just he's just kind of investigating things. And I
Funny,
understand
haven't
when
seen him
things
in a
happen,
while.
but MBS hasn't been doing his job.
And you have?
I think I've been doing a lot better than you, at least. I think I'm
Dude, I'm
actually
not the
doing.
president. I'm not the
Okay.
president. I'm just a
You've
random
still been
guy.
held accountable. You've still had responsibilities, and you haven't been able to complete any of them, or most of them.
I'm
at
not
least.
just gonna play
And
watchdog while other shit goes down.
And who says that you're not going to do the same when it comes to being a president?
I never said I'm gonna be a good president. I'm just saying I'm gonna get shit done. I don't even care if you guys vote for me. 2 days. That's all it's gonna take, and all your problems will be gone.
Okay. It also seems
I'm
like
just
you
here
and
for the
Rob
sake
don't
of it.
communicate very well. Which.
Oh no, we communicate very well.
Didn't you
He
also
just
say,
went
like,
straight off script.
with one of my questions earlier, that you don't consider yourself to actually be running for president?
No, I think this is a waste of time. We should be out there acting, not sitting here wasting time.
So then why are you here?
I'm here to make
If
you
you're
guys realize this isn't gonna solve anything.
So then why are
We've
you
already
wasting your
wasted
own
2
time?
hours. Because my time doesn't matter. In the
You
grand
aren't
scheme
you
of
a
things,
knight?
I'm insignificant. I'm just a simple Knights member. It's not like I have any say in what things go on here.
Sorry,
You have
then
say. You
why are
just
you
have
running?
to talk to people. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Beth?
I was just saying, like, if that's your, if that's your view, MBS, like, why are you running?
Once again, for the sake of it, to make you guys realize, I don't know when I'm gonna get my next chance to be here on stage in front of most of the people that actually are in Marigold or are here regularly.
So, are you running or are you not running?
I am running, but I don't care if I win or lose. It doesn't matter. As long as we have someone to actually get shit done, I'm fine with it. And if I have to do it, then I will.
Very flawed logic.
Yeah,
Well, guess what? It's a flawed city. I'm only human. I am flawed. I'm not
And
here sitting like Jay having his savior complex.
I've been here 2 weeks and I've already kept promises. I haven't seen that from either of you.
You've
Guess
kept
what? I
promises,
don't
but you've also
make
broken
promises. I don't make promises.
I didn't. Again, Jay, you left, and I had nothing prepared. I had no promises prepared. I had nothing to do. I'm only just now, recently, starting to get things done.
JD, you've had 5 months, and all you've done is twiddle your thumbs and watch people die. I know this. Is this really what you convinced your people on the side of the bleachers to really vote for, to really be in favor of?
I might not be the best president, all right?
Oh, I'm far from it either. But somebody has to do something good.
And I understand that. I feel like I don't know. It's a whole situation, and
JD, I'll be honest. Nobody here actually blames you for not being able to do anything in 5 months. I get it. It's a hard thing to do, but the reality is 5 months is 5 months. We could have done literally anything in that time, and we didn't.
I understand that too. It's
Yeah.
also
I'm not blaming you for anything.
Almost every day something new happens, and I'm trying to fix things. I really am. But when more issues arise, and they're severe, I have to put other things aside. And it might not seem like I've done anything, but I have been trying to prepare things and tried to do things.
I get it, which is why I need you to realize you don't need to be president to actually get shit done. You just need to be there for the people.
Sorry, are they not one and the same?
You've seen the presidents here. I'm pretty sure it's not the same thing.
Does that conclude this question? Are we ready for another?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anything else from the crowd?
Yeah, actually. What is all your stances on the glowstone issue?
Me?
I'm gonna eradicate it.
Jay, you speak about JD's
Yes,
not
Asher.
doing anything for 5 months. And I get you went somewhere, you went to go see your people. That doesn't make up an excuse, though, for you to blame JD for doing nothing when you also did nothing. You left. And yes, you may be saying sorry for that, but you going at JD saying he didn't do anything, you didn't do anything either, and you were the president.
With all due respect, Asher, I believe Jay has never stated that he did anything. He was talking simply about what he did within the time frame that he got back, not within the time frame where he
Oh
left.
yes, 2 weeks. I get that, but still, nothing. He left the people that cared about him and that trusted
This is
him.
fair.
That
This
is
is fair.
a real point.
Yep. I'm not standing here and going to keep saying sorry. I will be. I'm not expecting any forgiveness. I've said that time and time again.
That's not the point I'm making.
The-
Get off
the
JD's
issue-
ass about saying not doing anything.
I'm
Dude,
not trying to be like that.
looks like a child. I'm gonna
just
be honest.
offering
He's
the
a
simple
kid.
comparison.
You know, this whole thing is about what I've done so far. But in reality, I'm not running to fix things that I've done. I'm running to make changes and do things. I wasn't prepared before. I am going to be prepared now. The courthouse, the one that's I don't even know if it's been fixed yet. I'm going to make use of it. It's just been collecting dust. I'm going to actually make some cases. I'm actually going to hold people accountable for the law. And I'm going to get shit done.
Then do it.
Anything else?
Back
if
to
I
Asher's
may-
question. Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I have a question for you, Jay, actually. What do you plan on doing with our criminal system in this town? Because I believe that a lot of cases, especially lately, where people have been injured, have actually injured pretty badly as well, have just gone unheard of. What do you plan on doing about it?
I want to reevaluate exactly how we take care of people that are committing crimes, selling drugs, injuring others. I think it's time we take a really good hard look at what it is we need to do to prevent that moving forward. Marigold is a place where everyone can be welcomed. It's a place where people have come for second chances. But second chances do get wasted pretty often. I am not one for, looking past the things I've done. But what needs to be considered is what exactly needs to be done to prevent crimes from going forward, especially certain individuals. What needs to happen that they will stop committing crimes?
Hey, Jay, you might want to take a
Clearly.
look at OBS.
Yeah.
Is that all, or?
Okay, a more lighthearted question. Well, kind of. Could we at least get something, like, to remember the Hollow and YB for the thing that they had to deal with? Because it took till just a few days ago now for me and Moss to finally put up a memorial for the two. Me and Moss, keep in mind, none of you did anything besides put some graves, yeah. But those two also lost lives. So can we at least install a holiday or something to remember that day?
Maybe like a proper memorial?
I again
There are
don't want
memorials
to.
around town.
Yeah, I don't want to intrude on the conversation again, but the only reason why we haven't put up memorials is because we've been busy trying to stop the problem that caused it in the first place. I would
It needs
love
to take
to.
some time, okay? It's just needed. No arguing, just please. JD, it's really up to you. Please at least do something about that.
Anything else?
I have a question for Jay. You talk about holding people accountable for hurting others, for crimes they've committed. Are you gonna hold yourself accountable?
I could.
Then do it.
For what?
For what? What did he?
Hold yourself accountable, Jay.
For what crime?
If anyone has any crimes Jay has committed against them, now would be the time to speak up, I guess.
And we would say breaking and entering when he stabbed me and lit half my arm on fire, but then again, I did break and enter in his house and plan to kill him for something, so... Not
Yeah,
gonna
let's
say
maybe
that.
not mention that in front of everyone.
Yeah, you just
I'll
openly
say it.
admitted to a crime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't harm him, and I
He will
decided
say
I'm
it,
not
and
gonna
nobody
harm
will
him.
do anything about it.
Yeah, then how about you say what you've done, Jay? So shut up.
All right, what
Jesus.
happened?
Admit it to everybody, now.
Wybie,
If you want to start speaking the fuck up.
Did Jay do something?
There's been a lot of talk about holding people accountable like 3 times now, but nothing has come up. What
You want to
did
talk
something
about how you
happen?
stabbed me?
What?
Excuse me?
My
You
lord.
motherfucker.
Wait,
Why
what?
be you gonna bring that up like that wasn't an accident? That's filthy.
Sigh, it still happened.
It
It
doesn't
still
matter if it
happened.
just happened. If I accidentally tripped in on an arrow, that still happened, but there was an accident. You can't just blame somebody for something that they didn't mean to do.
How do you accidentally stab someone?
Because he was going for me.
If I may have the floor.
Wait,
Oh, it's all
going
yours.
for
Don't worry
you.
about it.
I'm on the
Wybie,
stage.
was
May I
this-
present why my side?
Go on.
It is no mystery as to the kind of people that Asher and I both are. I knew of Asher even before I left Marigold completely. I was unaware of the kind of person he was. I was also unaware in whose town I was staying in the night before I even came back, just 2 weeks ago. Once I realized and was caught up on the things Asher had been doing in this town, which nobody has properly dealt with, I saw a solution. I saw the kind of person he is and wanted to take care of him. It wasn't until he broke and entered into J Enterprises armed and wanted to kill me. I acted in self-defense, in which a former, or even maybe current, Knight of Marigold prevented it. If we're bringing this on to light, it was Puffer. He prevented things from getting worse. He punched me first. I stabbed back. And that is the truth. After this, the same night that we moved Sharma to the prison, there was an altercation at the guild. Asher and I instigated each other, in which things were going to get messy. When I went to swing at Asher, YB stepped in the way, taking the hit to the back.
I'm sorry, Jay. Can I bring up? You said he punched you, and then you tried stabbing him.
I knew this point would
In
come
my
up.
office, a consecrated government building at the time, which by the end of today will no longer be.
But we're not talking about that. That was self-defense, sure. What wasn't was trying to force Asher Moss and I out of the guild when they were setting up a memorial for what happened at the guild. We were just there, peacefully, trying to set
It had
some
nothing
stuff
to do
up.
with the memorial. It was close to midnight and the place closes eventually. I was also going to return Sharma's items that he had left in that cell. And I'm not saying that I did anything good or wrong. I acted out of malice. I intended to hurt Asher.
I don't
Just like
understand
others have also done in Marigold.
Why set up a memorial at that time when the place was going to close regardless? I don't get it.
Because it
what
was
was
just
so difficult about leaving when you were asked to
timing.
if you were just there?
we were there. We were gonna leave before it closed. It hadn't closed yet. It was still open. It was closing soon. Yeah, we would have been out of there by the time that it closed.
That doesn't answer my question. Why were you there before closing time anyway? You should have just been there during the day, where would you have had plenty of hours.
I happened
That-
to bump into Asher and Moss, and we happened to do that. It just happened then and there. It wasn't
Okay,
like I was specifically going in there at that time thinking, oh yeah, let me do this right before it closed. It happened just
so
then.
again, you guys are using Jay being there enforcing the law as an
There was
issue.
no law to
What law,
enforce.
Sai?
It wasn't
If it was
closed
before
yet.
closing time,
It was
then what?
before
What's
closing.
It was just
If they
before
were there
closing,
after-
and
And
he
that
was
doesn't
doing
matter.
something
Okay.
confidential.
Sai, it's
You didn't
just
know
before
that.
closing. There's no laws against.
Nobody knew that he was doing anything confidential that day.
Yeah,
There's
he
no
didn't
laws
tell
against that.
anyone
If-
what day he
if
was
they
going to be
have-
moving Sharma.
If
If
you
you
would have
would've
just closed, then he could say, "Hey, I need you guys to leave." And then if they don't, then it'd be considered illegal.
So why do they have to leave the second it closed? Why couldn't you have just taken it to another day regardless?
No, hold
Because
on,
we
hold
were
on, hold
already.
on.
Why do
Hold
we?
on. I hate to interject here. I hate to put my opinions here, but how are we focusing on the fact that they were here while it was open and glossing over the fact that Jay admitted he was intending to cause harm?
Yeah,
Because-
Jay was intending.
Once
to
it got
hurt
to a
Asher.
point.
That doesn't matter.
I didn't
You
walk
still
into that
intended to do
building
it.
knowing that as soon as I
Harm
saw
is
Asher, I
harm.
was going to drive
You
an
were the
axe
one
to
who
his
said-
face.
I was trying to. I said a genuine thing to you, and then you had to reply with a smart ass comment. That's what started the fight.
Did you
All right,
instigate the
asshole.
attack?
You're one to talk about smart ass comments, Asher.
Mm-hmm.
To the rest of you too. Am I speaking crazy here?
Who instigated the attack?
I've only been back 2 weeks, and you should all know exactly
Mr.
what kind of
Meredith's
person Asher is.
question.
So how is it that now I'm being looked at as a criminal?
Because
Answer
I'm
the
trying to
question,
change
Jay.
too, Jay. You talk about change, and now I'm also
Yes,
trying
Meredith.
to change.
You know what's funny, Jay?
I said, who instigated the attack? Did you instigate the attack?
At the guild, it was me.
That's
Okay.
what's being asked.
Another question. When he went into Jay, did you say that he punched you?
Yes. In which he did.
I
Okay.
did.
He struck
I
me
don't
first.
think-
I retaliated with my sword and lit his arm on fire.
No, that was
That
when I
seems
broke
a-
into your
okay.
house.
That seems a little extreme for self-defense.
Why does it matter if it's extreme for self-defense? It was self-defense. I don't understand the question.
J
don't even care
Enterprises
about
was
that.
a consecrated building.
Why do we
There's
care
signs
about...
clearly there.
Okay, guys, why do we care about that? Wybie got harmed, and no one's talking about that. Jay's not taking responsibility. Even though he's sitting here talking about responsibility to be taken. At least I've
Because
gone
it
to
was an
jail for
accident.
every... No, listen, I've gone to jail for everything I've done.
You act as if
Shut
I
up,
wasn't the
Jay.
one who
Shut
struck
up and
Wybie.
listen. Okay, listen. I've gone to jail for everything I've done. Why is he not taking responsibility? He talks about it, yet... See, he's not taking responsibility. I went to jail for what I did, at least.
With all due respect, Asher, you murdered people.
Yeah,
I think
and-
that's
and
a
what has
big
that
difference.
done?
You
See, but
deserve
Asher-
jail time. You deserve
Sai.
exile.
Asher went to jail
Then
for
kill me,
kidnapping.
Sai.
You know?
I didn't say
Exile me.
kill. I said exile.
Oh.
What's up with him
Sai.
saying kill me?
What's that meant to mean, Jay?
Asher went
That
to
was that
jail for
same,
kidnapping.
what's that same comment?
You're saying
Okay,
that
so-
that Jay shouldn't go to jail for stabbing
Okay,
me?
let's say Jay does go to jail. What would you sentence him to? Because it was okay. First, attend to harm, sure, but that wasn't actually what happened because he didn't harm Asher. It was an accidental cut to
He
you.
did hit
who was
Asher
getting
a
in the
couple of
way.
times. Both of them.
Alright.
There was an altercation between the two. I got
That
the
means
brunt
they
end
would
of
get
it.
sentenced for fighting, not instigating the fight. It was fighting. He didn't hit
Felony
him
is felony.
without retaliation. So that
Can we
means
take a
Asher
step back
and
here?
Jay are
No,
both
because then at that
accountable.
point, Asher is hitting Jay back at self-defense for fighting the same thing that Jay did. Asher hit Jay. That's self-defense on Jay's behalf. Jay hit Asher. Then Asher hit back. That's self-defense for Asher. Then.
So it would only be instigate to an attack. But
And whatever
it
he
was
goes to
an attack
jail
with a
for,
sharp
a
object.
felony is a felony.
There, are you
Regardless,
gonna
it's
interrupt
still
or do
instigate
I?
to an attack.
Guys,
Guys.
you cause enough harm. Shut up.
Shut up, everyone. We get it. You're
This
all
isn't a courtroom.
This has gotten out of hand. This is over now. We get it. You're all criminals. This is over. See you all in a few weeks for the election. Wait. Actually, on the topic of criminals, care to explain this? Yeah.
Fucking bastard.
Whoa. Hey.
What the
Stop.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey, oh.
Let's
Hey,
not deal with
hey,
that.
Hey,
Wait,
hey,
security. Where's the
No.
security?
where's
I'm
the-
sorry?
Uh,
Oh my
I-
god!
JD,
President?
hold
Oh,
Fair down. Jay, help me.
Hold on. Sai, stop.
Everyone, out of my house now.
My lord.
What are you doing just standing there? We just got an attack. Someone hold Fair down.
No, Sai, hold on.
What the fuck was on that letter
Leave.
there? What was
What
on
was
there?
wrong with you? Nobody
Leave.
knows what
Please
was
see
on the
that
letter.
laugh.
The attack happened. Why is there just allowed to go free?
Okay, Sai, did you not see MBS just start beating the shit out of there?
Yes, I understand that MBS instigated a
Okay,
fight. Doesn't
okay.
mean we can't just let him go.
Okay. We can talk to
Okay?
him later.
No, we can't just talk to him later. What are you talking about?
This is self-defense, if you didn't know, all right?
You don't just get to walk away from self-defense. It's still a
not a
crime.
self-defense.
Well,
you
obviously, Jay
as
is,
if that
so...
excuse hasn't worked before.
Don't try and get out of this. I don't understand what you're going at. Just because
Listen,
it's
Claire, I
self-defense
just
doesn't
want
mean
to know
we
what's
can't
on
hold
that
him.
note. What is on there?
Okay.
What was on the note?
It's
Yeah.
self-defense.
Yeah, what was on? Guys,
You
shut
need to
up.
Why
What
do
was
you
on
keep
the
saying
note?
that?
Okay.
What was on
You
the
need to-
note there?
MBS is a wanted criminal in several nations.
Oh,
What?
shit.
and yet this is the guy trusted to be guard of a prison.
I'll have to see
Or-
that.
Rather, was. I'm
This
out of
is
here.
fucking
Get out of my
ridiculous.
house.
This is ridiculous. Somebody
See ya.
cuff him.
Sai,
Sai, this isn't.
we'll deal with
your
this another
place.
day, okay?
What the-
Right now's not...
Homeboy is gone.
Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are morons. How do you just let somebody like that go? It doesn't matter if it was self-defense. It's still something we have to question him about.
Okay.
You don't just let somebody who killed somebody leave. That's not how it works, whether it's self-defense or not. Do you guys have any idea how the justice system works?
Sai,
You don't let a killer
Calm-
go.
calm the fuck down for a second, all right? You're trying to run for vice president and you're freaking out.
I'm not freaking out because of something bad. I'm freaking out because you guys did nothing. Nothing.
They didn't do anything wrong. Sai.
What did you want us to do? Make a citizen's arrest?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
right.
wanted you guys to hold him
Right.
down so we can question him.
Oh, and then you
That-
want us to risk our lives
You
too.
wanted us to hold him down? That's
or you could like
for what?
question him and take him
You-
into
you-
custody in a
you
less
are the night
tense
side.
situation.
Where is he now? Where is he now?
It's
We
all
can't
over.
question him now.
Sai,
Fine. You know,
you have to take these
Well, I don't
things-
think he's left yet
these
because the lamps
situations need
haven't
to be
gone
handled.
off.
yeah.
You're not handling this correctly, all right?
Then put the weapon down.
You
Just
question him
Oh my
later
God,
in
you
a more calm
fucking
manner.
idiots. Holy shit.
Okay, he wanted
You
us
guys
out.
just watch somebody kill someone and you're just okay, we'll just no, it's fine. We'll talk to him in a couple of hours. No, it's good. It's good. He just murdered someone.
Whoops.
Fuck.
I
Huh?
timed out.
I timed out also. Wait.
Yes, everyone did.
Everyone did.
What the fuck just happened?
Everyone timing out. Hold on.
Was everybody
Anyway, I
Anyways,
don't understand if you guys know how big this is. This isn't something you could just let somebody walk away whether you think it is or not. You don't just see somebody shoot somebody on the sidewalk and then just leave. I don't care if it was self-defense. We need to get a hold of him.
Okay,
Listen,
you
we
have
will get a hold of him,
Fine.
Sai.
Then
We
start
just...
searching the room because the lamps have not gone off and he's still in here.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure he
hold
had a
on.
stasis chamber.
Sai,
Never heard of a
JD?
stasis chamber?
That
I
means
can't
someone
talk
was
to you right
helping
now.
him.
the fuck? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry that this
Check
had to
check
end like
behind the
this.
archway.
I mean, that is actually
I
a good
already-
idea.
Yeah, it's smart.
I'm sorry that this had to end like this.
Is he invisible?
You guys just... I would respect his wishes and just go home
Respectfully,
for the
please
night.
stay in here until
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's see.
Well, no, Meredith, I'm pretty sure he had a stasis chamber.
I
which means
don't know
he's
what that
gone.
is.
It basically you can it's a thing where you can set it up, and when it gets flicked down, you teleport to where it is.
Yeah, but someone else needs to activate it.
Well, who would have? So that means that
I
it
believe
was
it can be
planned.
activated on its own.
If you have it on a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that still means it was planned.
Yeah, I don't think they could have timed it that specifically, though.
I don't know. Maybe
Was there anyone? Did anyone leave?
Guys,
I didn't see
weren't
anyone.
we behind schedule anyway?
Okay,
No.
hold on,
Like
hold
people
on,
who
real
aren't
quick.
in here anymore. MBS isn't there.
I'll question
Well,
there.
MBS died.
Just need everyone to calm down for a minute, okay? There's obviously gone. Once I find him, I will question him. I don't think he's a threat. He did this all in self-defense. I was right there. I think everyone just needs to go home for now. And
But
just
self-defense
take
doesn't mean murder.
Self-defense isn't murder, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be
I
held accountable
understand
for
that.
your actions.
Exactly. That's why when we
MBS
find him, we'll hold him accountable.
We hold him
But
accountable for
we could have saved MBS if someone would have helped me. It doesn't matter if MBS is a
Hi,
criminal.
you
It
don't
would have been
think we
better if he
tried?
was alive.
So you saw
don't think
JD
we
with
tried?
you.
There were multiple people standing next
I
to
was
you when
up
MBS died.
The
You were
only
not
thing-
the only person there.
Still, we could have caught him. We could have done something if we would have
Okay.
just grabbed there.
Yeah.
Sai,
organizing him.
That's all the past. That's all the past. Why don't we focus on what we're here to do?
Sai, I need you to consider the stasis chamber. The fact that he could have teleported away even if we had a hold on him. There was no way we are talking to him now. He teleported
just
away. It was not
moral of
something.
it.
Sorry, even if you had him, he would have teleported away. He had a
That's
stasis
not what I'm
chamber.
saying. We didn't even try.
Then we can try. You can try now.
Okay.
Hell, if you're not gonna do it, we'll go out there and do it.
That's not what I'm saying.
You
Of
do
course I would
understand
have
that
fucking
we would
find
have
him.
talked to him after everybody left. It's not something that everybody needed to be here for.
Never mind. Never mind. Nobody understands. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this entire room of people don't understand the most basic stuff of just
Well, we can't change what's already gone down. Why don't we just
You're
focus
right.
on the task at hand?
No, I agree with you, Ven. We need to find him right now. So I'm leaving.
Sai, listen. Hold on.
No.
God damn it. I'm sorry that
Like
this
ever
had...
stop to think that if he's the only one saying all of this, then maybe he's wrong.
I know. It's
I don't think
I'm
that's
sorry.
com-
I'm
I
sorry
don't
that
think
this
it's
happened
least
to
it
you
wasn't a-
guys.
At least it wasn't an
You guys can all
explosion.
go home. I'll have to talk with Thayer later. I don't think Sai understands the whole thing what happened. I was right there.
JD, if you do need help finding me, I'll
Don't
at least help you.
I don't think there is any danger. There tried. You saw
I
that, right?
agree. Yeah, no, I
MBS
saw
punched.
it.
It's
Because
the
MBS probably
same.
didn't want to go back to.
It's the same situation as what happened between you and Ace, or hell, even Jay and you. Except, he actually retaliated with his fists and not, whatever. And then when they brought out the accident, this I guess is an active crime scene, so I'm gonna need everyone to leave for now. If I
Meredith, I'll be walking out, just so you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
God damn it! How did he?
BC's real quick.
Hey, Meredith.
Hi.
I kind of left there.
I have a feeling that was planned.
I do too.
I mean, you saw how they were talking together before it even happened. But the question is why?
I don't know why he. I mean, MBS is wanted, I guess, which explains his acts of.
Guys,
Yeah.
Hi,
Ryan. You doing okay?
what the fuck happened down here?
I mean, I can piece together from what I know, but
I mean, we
Moss
don't know
has a
all the
suspicion that
stuff.
it was planned.
That could explain things, but
Because how did he have a stasis chamber set
I mean, they were also talking together that whole time leading up to it.
Yeah.
What if
So you think that they
maybe it's a way
both
to get out of
planned,
the election or cause?
MBS's death was planned?
I mean,
Why else would you do something
I'm gonna
so
be honest.
public?
I've done it before too. I've planned a death, but it was my own death. So maybe MBS did the same thing.
But why
This was
would
a bit mad.
MBS want all of us to know that he's a wanted criminal?
Guilt?
But
Mm,
why
No,
would
no,
he?
that's a
MBS.
reach.
To distract from
But
something
why would
worse.
he do that?
No, listen. To be fair, let's backtrack on what he was saying. He was saying that it's not. He was talking about having the opportunity to talk in front of everyone, to have an opportunity to do that.
That would
That
also
seems
bring
much more
attention to his
significant.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
It was directly planned on the self-defense right after the self-defense argument.
Maybe he was trying to disrupt the elections.
I mean, it's not the elections, it's just a debate and it was already almost over, so.
I don't know why they chose then and there to.
I think another thing we should at least think about is Anna.
Oh.
Why didn't you move?
Yeah, sorry, I kind
Why
of
didn't you switch to
tripped.
the other side?
I got my clothes stuck on this seat, but there was one thing involving Jay that I wanted to talk to you all about.
And that is?
Remember how when you met Q, Ace, and I back there, we kind of ditched you and went to the guild?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, because like MBS was there watching, we didn't want to make it seem as if it was planned, but we went to talk to Jay, Q and I, so that we could do basically the same thing that we've been doing this whole time. I kind of, I played the I'm the innocent therapist card, talked to Jay, tried to figure out what's going on in his head, this kind of stuff. I was trying to understand what he knows about the Conventus, what he thinks about the rest of the people, because we know how he thinks about you, Asher, but there are much more people in Conventus, and I feel like he knows about most of us. And yeah, basically just persuading him that we are not the threat, at least some of us. But yeah, at least some of the information that I've got, I'm still planning on continuing trying to get this information if it's okay with you.
Yeah. Be careful what you say. He's right behind you. Oh, he's right there now.
Yeah, I mean,
he does it a lot.
Okay. Yeah,
He did that last time too.
He kind of seems oblivious. You know, the eye patch actually makes him look a little evil. I don't know if it's just me or.
Who isn't evil in Marigold?
To be fair, yeah.
That's a good point.
Technically,
Has anyone even checked this house yet? Oh, Meredith may actually be doing that right now.
Oh, at least nobody blew up. Like,
I mean, yeah, but one
I
person
was
did die.
honestly expecting it. Like,
I
technically, no
was
one
expecting-
blew up, but
I was
technically
expecting
another
to go
large
someone did
gathering
die.
without any explosions.
You guys, I know that was out of nowhere.
Well, Moss has a theory on something.
What's that?
I find it kind of suspicious that MBS and Thayer were being all buddy-buddy just right before this, just for Thayer to come out and be like, hey, MBS, you're a criminal. So I just feel like maybe they might have planned it to
I feel
distract from something else.
I have a somewhat theory that kind of goes with that. I feel like there, because there was like, we're running out of time, we got to be quick with this, all this stuff. He set that up perfectly to reveal MBS as a criminal, and
it was ironically right after the self-defense.
I don't think they're intended on killing MBS. I think he intended on outing him and then teleporting. But I don't know where he could be. If you find him, just tell him to come to my house or the
I
town
checked
hall.
Asphodel. That's where I found them last time.
I don't. That's
That's
where MBS lives, right?
Do you want? I mean, I know, considering I'm not a knight, but maybe best to not send knights towards him. Me, Moss, and some others could at least go and try and find where Thayer is.
Yeah, I might come with you guys just so I can.
Yeah.
Help question him as one of the knights and president.
Yeah.
God, dude, I don't know what's up with Sai. He's just fully gone berserk.
He doesn't.
I
don't
mean,
think he-
technically, he's right.
Is it just me, or does self-defense have to be, if you're hit, you hit back with an equally the same? If
Yeah.
someone
mean,
threatens
there is
you
a
with a gun,
crime when
Self-defense
you overstep the
doesn't
boundaries of
mean
self-defense.
murder.
Yeah.
I understand. No, I know that, but like, Asher punched Jay, and then Jay retaliated by
Stabbing.
doing all sorts of things. Yeah,
That
which
seems like a little overkill.
it's
I mean,
overkill.
I did also break into his house and he
I'm
stabbed
pretty
me,
sure. I understand that whole thing, which
And then, I mean,
I don't know. I don't think I can hold him accountable if that
that's
happened,
fine.
unless you're willing to like take jail time.
It's fine. I
I
don't really
feel like
care.
Other than
also-
that, it's kind of equal, but it does make him look really bad, which I'm glad that YB and you brought that up. That sucks for YB though, and
Yeah.
you.
God.
How are you holding up from that though?
Oh, I'm
Like-
fine. I've been worried about YB all for like the past 4 days.
I'm surprised Sai doesn't care more about what happened to
Considering
I know.
Sky came
Sai's
out
just-
and pointed swords at us
Hey,
when
gone
we came up.
berserk.
Hi, YB.
Hi, YB.
Hey,
Hi,
how
YB.
you doing? All right? That was out of nowhere.
And how's Sai holding up? Because he seems to be losing it.
I just got very much so yelled at a lot by Sai. So
Sorry, man.
I'm sorry to hear that.
don't
It's
worry
okay.
about it. He's too just stressed and worried, and that whole thing
I
was a
know.
mess.
He doesn't. I don't think he understands to the fullest what self-defense really means. I don't think he understands that self-defense has to be taken out.
It's also the fact that like
Sai kind of chased him out of there too. That's the whole. I think. I don't know.
all I wanted to do was get everybody, or at least non-important people, out of the room. Keep
Yeah.
it so that it's just the
I
people who need
blocked
to
it
be
off.
there.
It's considered a crime scene right now.
Oh, Pedro's still in there. Okay.
Oh shit.
I
You want to go get him?
I can get him later. But I just wanted to get everybody out there except for us there, Sai, Jay, those kind of people, and
Jay
just talk.
sat there during the whole
Yeah,
thing.
Jay was just
he didn't do
standing
anything.
there.
He didn't
Someone's
say a
running
word.
around the hotel.
That's Ven. I saw the shield.
Oh.
I just wanted to get people out of there so that we could have
I
a more
wanna-
controlled environment. Everybody was screaming and yelling over each other. There was no way we were going to get any information at that situation.
Yeah, everyone's
I don't
yelling.
think
Sai's
Sai-
trying to tackle there for what was obviously self-defense. He teleported away, so now it's a hit and run, and it's a whole scenario. Man, God. Well, at least we know that I'm acting president right now, and I'm pretty sure we won that debate, YB.
Yeah, we should do something about there. At least
I'm going
take
right
him.
now. That's what I'm doing right now.
Like take him in to the town hall, have a conversation with him about what happened. Discuss
I'm
among
gonna-
it. Maybe put it into an actual court
My whole
case
thing
because
is that if someone's doing something illegal, you have to talk to them calmly, or else they're gonna freak out and run.
yeah,
It's
we
just
we
common instinct.
we should have a court case about it though. He did
I
kill
will,
someone,
I know.
regardless of if it was self-defense. That is still murder.
I know, and that's as much as it sucks. It's a good reason to get the court back up, but I will hold a court case. I need to go talk to there for a bit though. Do you want
Yeah.
to come along or no?
I mean, is he even in his house?
No, he's
probably not
probably
there.
in the end.
I mean, I feel like isn't
That's
the end
where
like
I've last found
MBS's
them.
place and would
Yeah,
But that's
the
at least
end
where we
is-
could find
want
MB.
to-
But we could
I don't
find MBS.
know.
And if Moss's theory is correct, then that means
mean,
that
yeah,
they
true.
would be there.
True.
Well, another thing is, you guys might want to start getting some laws about this stuff into writing and like
Yeah,
publish them.
because a lot of
Because
things
this
are
is
just
like the
said.
5th time something
Yeah,
like this
there's
has
no
happened
real like laws in place, and everyone has I guess everyone has their own definition right now of self-defense, which tends to be the
Yeah, it should be put in stone.
should be put in stone what as a thing. And I might actually hold a case. No, I'm not gonna come up with it by myself. I'm gonna hold a case to see what everyone agrees that it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we
'Cause
could head
then
there. Okay, but if we're gonna sit here and talk, we should at least walk and talk.
Yeah,
Because
of course he
yeah.
could be. MBS could. If he teleported to Asphodel and MBS is there or someone, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have my armor on me. I think I'll be fine.
no, you have two people who are very strong
Yeah.
to fighting. So
Well, if you want to come, you can, Webby. I'm
I'm
just
not.
gonna head down to.
Yeah, I'll come with.
All
I mean,
right.
I am your vice president, so.
All right. I think it's best that I don't go with armor. When we do get there and we do confront there, just I would take your armor off. Don't seem so he doesn't seem scared.
That's fair.
scared.
I just want to talk to him. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. He freaked out. And I understand why
seem
he
like a
ran
very
too. He
shy
wanted
guy.
everyone to leave. No one was leaving. Everyone was yelling. So I was trying to tackle him. He just teleported away, I guess. I think I remember where it is from when
Yeah,
MBS
let's
showed me.
head.
God,
I
does
went there,
not look
and
very good for
Jay
him.
keeps bringing up that day. So
Oh,
Classic Thayer, running away, being shy. Also, what is with the bracket god sign?
I don't
What's
know.
what's a
That?
bracket god? I
Too many
love not
gods
believing in God.
recently.
Well, just don't believe in them, then they can't do El Papa I think is coming
I
with us.
don't
Get
think that's
lucky.
how it
I think
works.
Lucky is coming too.
That's okay. Lucky
Do they
can
realize?
come.
Do they realize what they're coming?
Yeah, I don't think
hey,
so, actually.
we're
Hey?
just gonna go find there.
Oh, okay.
See if he's. We're just gonna go
Yeah.
question him. Don't like attack him or do any of that. It's just
Sure seems like you're about
Buffer,
to.
we're working with
well,
the guards.
this is protection
We're
right
working
now
with the
Yeah, it's
because
for
I don't
Nether.
know. It's the
Yeah,
Nether,
we're like the
and
Secret
I don't know if
Service.
people are gonna be.
Yeah, we're the Secret
Once we
Service.
get to the end though, and we find there, we're gonna take all our stuff off. So
We just
I
need
don't
to at
have
least hope
anything on
he's
me
in
right
the
now
end.
other than a sword. So I say we head out.
Is that the way to the end?
Yeah,
I'm
you've
pretty
never.
sure.
Last time I was here, I don't want to keep going back to this
yeah, I
place.
When we
forgot
had
about that.
to head to the
Yeah.
MBS is a
Probably be
war
faster
criminal.
if
I
we
don't.
had boats.
Are
I
you
mean, how
even
much do we
surprised?
know
No one
about
knows
MBS?
anything about the
Yeah.
dude.
I know it.
Dude, this is surprisingly nice. This is how I'm gonna travel in the Nether. This is great.
I'm just
I
gonna
think this
walk
is
on the
actually
side.
finished, though.
I mean, I think we used a different path last time, or maybe not. I don't remember.
No, we definitely did. It
believe
wasn't
this
so
was
high up.
part of the
Oh, yeah,
way.
maybe.
I walked. When I walked through, I walked down the other way. Boing.
I
think
just
we
never
walked.
been
probably
there.
need like a new
Oh yeah, I remember that.
When
redesign.
MBS had showed us this area, he brought us through the ice tunnel
Dooby-dooby-doo.
and
Oh,
just through a portal.
you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
go on
right,
ahead.
the tunnel.
You guys go on ahead.
Actually, another thing you Marigold official people could do is
Buffer!
redesign
Well, that's
the
a little bit
Nether.
of an issue.
Stop it. Later.
Okay.
It's fine.
Hold on.
Yeah, GD, you may
Oh,
not
I
be
got.
able to make it.
No, it's fine.
Not that big.
You got cardboard cutouts?
Yeah, I got
Shut
cardboard
Oh, the cardboard
cutouts.
cutouts. Again.
It's probably safe.
Come on, Puffer, I'll catch you.
Oh, this was the.
You didn't
I didn't
catch
catch
me.
you. Shit, sorry.
Oh.
That's fine. I'll get over the pain in a second. Is there a table in the end? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, there is. Great.
What?
That's not a table, but yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, okay. This place has changed since I last seen
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Holy
It
shit.
really did evolve a bit.
Oh shit, everyone's gone in the end. Okay.
Oh, there's more.
Fine, I won't kill those idiots.
There.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, as long as they're in captivity, they're
I wonder
fine.
if they're actually gonna be here.
Is it-
We're gonna have to look through the buildings, won't we?
I mean, yeah, true. It's a big place.
I mean, if he's probably if he's here, he's probably looking at us.
Last time I saw him, he popped up right behind me.
So
I was right here.
constantly look around. Okay.
Let's hope this doesn't happen.
Yeah. Last time
Make
was
sure
there, he
One moment,
was
I'll be right
here,
back.
so...
He was here on the day that that's something I'd prefer not to talk about happened.
Okay.
That I'm gonna slap Jay next time he brings it up. Oh, see, I'm not the only one who has those skulls.
What?
The wither
skulls
skulls.
that you had?
NDS has some.
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe Thayer was
dangerous.
right. Maybe he really is a war criminal.
Yeah, no. He has the skulls, yeah.
He also
Does he know what they do? Is the question.
Ooh, why is there a hole down to the end? It's like to the
I
void.
wouldn't question it.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, wow.
There.
It doesn't seem to be here, to be fair.
Yeah.
But where else would he be?
Is there a naked sheep?
I mean,
I
are
guess
we
there is a
sure he
lot of
doesn't have
places
any
to
other
look.
place he could be living in
I
or
mean,
staying
did
in?
anyone actually check in his house, or are we just gonna
mean,
guess he's
Meredith was
not
there.
most likely?
Oh, wait.
There's a sketchy looking bridge.
Guys,
Sketchy
there's a
looking
house
bridge.
here. Have anyone checked it?
That's NBS's last time I looked inside.
Yeah, but
Just
I
looks
mean,
like
we
there's
could check it.
villagers here.
I was
Why
checking
be-
it.
Oh, okay.
What
I
about
don't-
the Moss? Are you checking out that one?
Oh, he's got a big ass table in here.
Sketchy looking bridge.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
There's just a bunch of villagers over there.
I don't think he's here.
I feel like we should question him about MBS about those
What
villagers.
about what about
because
there?
those conditions looked bad.
We have some in Devil's Town. Don't worry.
Puffer,
Yeah.
why?
Why what?
Glowstone.
No.
Puffer, please. Oh my fucking god.
Puffer, please don't.
That's not the best time for it.
Maybe Thayer likes garlic bread. Thayer, I have garlic bread.
How's garlic bread?
It's just bread that people
Is it
really
good?
like. It's
I don't
pretty
know if
good.
Thayer would come to here because of MBS.
I mean, but we're just gotta test Moss's theories. That's the worst that comes
It
to
doesn't
worst.
even look like MBS is here.
Hey, there's like a camp type thing.
Where?
Like a villager camp. Like he's like.
Oh yeah, Moss brought that up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
the one across the sketchy looking bridge.
Yeah, that's
So,
not gonna question that.
what do we do now if he's not here?
JD, I think you should probably just send the actual knights now to go look for him after this.
I should do that. I'm probably gonna leave Sai out of it though.
Yeah.
would.
Oh,
He's
JD.
too out of it right now.
Do you want me to talk to
and
him
I don't think
afterwards?
Sai can be
I mean,
trusted
from
with Thayer.
professional point of view.
To Sai or there?
Yeah, it's to Sai.
Ow.
I mean, there has to be found first, but Sai.
Yeah, no, of course. I would. I know you're a therapist,
Yeah.
and God, that's all he needs right now. He's kind of going
Yeah,
nuts, and I'm pretty sure he's going through some existential crisis
Oh,
of some sorts.
Yeah, I might just.
So.
I already
Talk to him
looked
later
up
then.
here.
Have you guys looked over here?
I literally just said I looked up here already.
Where?
Have we checked
Here?
I don't
Look
think
up.
he's here.
Hi, Wybie.
Hi.
I don't think he's gonna be in
That is
Evergreen.
up
He
here.
might just be in a secret area that we don't know of. Keep in mind, he had this plan to out MBS and to teleport away. So
There isn't something beneath your feet.
I don't think he
I don't
planned
like
on.
it up here.
Hey, there's something that says up here. It says something. There isn't something beneath your feet. What is that saying?
So
comforting. There's nothing beneath our feet.
I mean, there is
Huh.
void underneath our feet, so it's basically nothing.
That's true, I guess.
So, what do we do now?
Jump in the weird portal.
I mean, I guess we come
Yeah,
back to
I guess-
Marigold, yeah.
Okay, it's gonna take you back to your bed.
Oh,
so-
yeah, right.
Okay.
Do we meet back in Marigold then, or do we just?
I think I'm gonna be back in Devil's Town, so I think I'm just gonna stay
yeah.
there. Where did Asher and Wybie go?
Oh,
I'm back
yeah,
at the
actually,
portal.
Asher, is Asher still here, or did he jump through a portal?
Probably.
I thought Asher was right behind me.
Oh.
Where is Asher?
Well,
Okay, I mean, Moss, you're here, so I might as well ask this question for you because you were there. But can we talk? Come here.
Yeah.
So back when Ku and I left, like this thing that I described, a couple of minutes ago, Ace just went into the guild and started compulsively drinking again, and he was trying to get out of it. Did something happen, or? I mean, you were there. Maybe you saw something, or I don't know.
Or did you ever like the thing with Asher and Ace that happened? Did you hear about that?
What happened between Asher and Ace? I mean, I saw just the beginning when you just came and then we just left.
Well, there was an argument because Asher was holding up Wither Skulls and Ace didn't like that. and we were trying to get him to put them down, but Asher wasn't listening, and then Ace started hitting Asher, and Asher being Asher killed Ace.
He did. Okay, that explains
It was
why.
in self-defense, though.
Was it? Or was it this
Yeah.
kind of self-defense that it was like right now? Like overstepping boundaries and stuff?
No, it was self-defense. Like, Asher genuinely felt really bad for killing Ace. I mean, Asher turned himself in.
Okay, that's a change, I guess.
And then, like, told Puffer about it, too, and stuff before anyone else could tell him. And, I mean, Puffer forgave Asher, so...
Okay. Well... Oh, Asher.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you I'm going back.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, are you gonna be back in Devil's Town?
I don't know where.
If you are, then I'll meet you there, okay?
Alright.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe.
Make sure YB doesn't get hurt, okay?
Yeah, I think YB already went back.
No, they're running
No,
around
YB's
here.
here.
Oh.
YB's right here.
Oh, I didn't
Hi,
see
YB.
YB.
Hi.
There's
Hi.
a cow on this wall.
I'm going back.
Hold on.
Home by Groovin.
Okay, yeah.
All
I
right.
probably should go back.
You guys didn't see that.
Alright, I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
See you around, Moss.
See ya.
And I'm back at my house again. Okay, Q's not here. That's bad, but I mean, we did end up on a pretty weird note. I need to talk to him afterwards. Okay, so at least Moss admits it, but how much does a self-defense actually matter if it's against a person with PTSD? And I just don't believe that. I don't believe that Taze just attacked Asher seriously and hard enough for it to be considered real self-defense. I don't know. To be fair, today's debate was even worse. Is there any person in this town who is actually alright now to support? Who the hell knows?